Good evening, good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. We're a little late, but we're here. Better late than never. Round 2 for the NFL Draft. We're back in the studio live. And of course, Cody, the professor, is here to redeem himself after getting the 8th pick wrong. Was the 8th pick? You were just completely off, and a few others. But all in all, great day. Cody was hummed in. He's feeling pretty good. Went back to the board, did some digging, did some searching. You're feeling good about today, right, Codes?
Oh yeah, I think there's a lot of good defensive talent that's still left on the board. A lot of good wide receivers still left on the board. That big quarterback and offensive tackle run, so probably the deepest we've ever seen. 6 quarterbacks taken and 7 offensive tackles taken in the first round.
And 5 or 6 wide receivers?
Yeah,
that's 24 picks out of the 32 that happened last night. Maybe 25 picks. It was very offensive heavy the first time we've had that, and like you said, a very long time, which made it. I mean, it was electric. It was fun. But defense is also another fun position. No linebacker was off the board last night, so we should see a linebacker. Do you think we see a running back this round?
Man, I don't know. I think running back's going to have to wait till the 3rd and the 4th. I have.
Well, we will see the 3rd round tonight, so that could happen.
Yeah, possibly tonight. I have Trey Benson as my number 1. Now, before everybody decides to torch me in the
real quick though, Bill's pick. Where are you going?
Cornerback.
All right, where are we going? You can move your chair right here. We got Ricky here. He's saying wide receiver. Ricky is.
Oh yeah, they just got rid of Stephon Diggs.
They got to go wide receiver.
Yeah, Troy Franklin probably.
Let me go to the big board. Keon Coleman.
Wow.
Oh, okay, here we go. Keon Coleman. You have him. You don't even have him on your big board.
Nah.
Was that an FSU jab there?
No, I just think there's better guys. Mitchell out of Texas, Ladd McConkey, Burton out of Bama.
Keon Coleman. This is an
Rome
interesting.
Wilson out of Michigan.
Yeah, you got Roma as your number 6 guy.
Troy Franklin still available.
Burton's still available. Donna Mitchell is still available. What is he, like a 6'4" guy?
Yeah.
Very interesting pickup here. We gave Florida State fans shit last night for the Keon Coleman not being drafted before Ricky Pearsall. It looks like he was just a few picks a little too late for the Buffs. And interesting story for Keon Coleman because he did play at Michigan State, which are showing us highlights now. And I remember when he was at Michigan State with Peyton Thorne, I can't remember the wide receiver who last year went in the draft, also went late second round. And his reason for leaving was like, man, this guy's a 2nd round draft pick with Peyton Thorne throwing him the ball. Imagine if I go somewhere like, I don't know, an FSU and I got Jordan Travis slinging it to me. My value. And his value did increase. Most of the year, he was a 1st rounder. And if you go look at the little chart they have, dropped off during the combine and interviews.
Yeah, the biggest thing with Coleman is when he's hot, white hot. But when he's not, he's not. He goes missing. Total MIA during games.
Yeah, I will.
Yeah, so he just goes missing. That's my only problem with him, really. And he's got to be a little bit better with some of the contact after 5 yards. I think he's going to get hit with some offensive pass interference early in his career. No, I think Pearsall's definitely a better wide receiver. It's one of those things where I can see why they took him, but I think there's a lot better. If they would have taken him like in the 3rd round, that's kind of where I was thinking he was going to go. I know a lot of people had some 1st round grades on him, but he's just not my flavor of wide receiver. Now,
your flavor. Yeah, we got the Chargers. Their pick is in now. Obviously, they went Alt last night. Joey Alt. Yeah. At offensive tackle. Charger fans, I think, were a little upset given the situation of the wide receiver room. Quentin Johnson being a bust last year, losing Keenan Allen.
No, wide receivers flying off the board. They're going to go.
Yeah, I feel like we're 3 in a row on wide receivers, right? 3, 4 in a row with Worthy, the kid from South Carolina, and now Keon Coleman.
And Pearsall.
Well, Pearsall, there was a gap in between Pearsall, I don't believe. I don't think it went Pierce. Did it go Pearsall, Worthy? Did it go 3, 4? Is this 4 in a row?
Yeah.
Okay, so 4 in a row. So maybe we'll see a run here with wide receivers. And look, what you just said, let's go back to the wide receiver big board because we got Ricky here as well. He's calling for the wide receiver here. We've got Roman Wilson, Troy Franklin, Keenan Allen, Quentin Johnson, and Mike Williams. Right? They lost the whole
the
shebang.
whole squad. Yeah, they need wide receiver help.
So I'm thinking they got to go for size here, right? With Justin Herbert, is it going to be a Donovan Mitchell or Troy Franklin? I think you can't lose either way.
I think out of the bunch, I think Troy Franklin is probably the better one out of the bunch here. Just because of his size and he is a true track star. So he has the speed. He can separate from the DBs very well. You got to get your quarterback that you just paid a bunch of money to, a big time wide receiver to throw to.
You got to start giving Justin Herbert some love, especially because they didn't make a move and trade him like people thought they would have. So I feel like here's the move here. And hopefully they move a lot faster. Seems like we're cruising a lot better than last night. Spencer Rattler, does he go tonight before this last pick? And wait, who are you going with? You're going with Troy Franklin?
Yeah, let me go Troy Franklin.
I'm liking a Donovan Mitchell here. Who you got, Rick?
Any of them?
Ricky's more of just a position guy.
Yeah. Wouldn't surprise me if he went defense, though, just because it's hardball.
Ladd, let's go,
right.
Ladd McConkey.
I like that, though.
I love it. I love it for Ladd. Look at that. The all those guys, SEC guys, and then of course Keon Coleman there. All those three guys, I think there was an argument of who was the best of the three, and all of them going within 5 picks of one another. It's pretty exciting stuff. So congrats to Ladd McConkey out there. And look, back with Stetson Bennett. No, Stetson's in the Rams.
Yeah.
Same state, though. Maybe you can go hang out and grab a beer. Pun intended.
Not too many for Stetson.
Yeah, not too many. So great pick there for Ladd McConkey and for the Chargers. I think they got themselves an absolute steal. And again, a nice little slot guy for Justin Herbert to eat with. Talk to us about old Ladd McConkey here, Codes.
Yeah, so pros. He's very, very slippery. He's a big yak guy, so yards after contact.
Like your mom.
Easy. Great. She's probably watching. I mean, she works for the government. She probably have a drone strike on her.
I'm sorry, Mom.
Great at the route tree. He can do all the routes very well. Kind of a tactician there, quick off the line, sneaky quick, not fast, if that makes sense. Great gadget player, proven winner with 2 natties, a leader of that Georgia Bulldog offense. Runs the slant at an elite level. So that's definitely something that Herbert's going to want to do. My cons on him, a little smaller at 5'11", 185, could struggle with some of the more physical DBs at the next level. Has got a bit of an injury bug. Kind of like our boy, the tight end that went. You know, it always feels like he's always got something wrong with him, right? An ankle, a hammy. He's always at like 70, 80%. So if he can get past the injury bug, he's going to be a great guy. Not great at contested catches due to his size on some of the big nickels that he's going to face. Cooper DeJean, I think, is going to be a great big nickel that you could match up to him well with. Downward trends on touchdowns this year. Georgia changed offensive coordinators. They had some movement there, so that may be it there too. So it's just one of those things where there was a downward trend. I had it as a con.
Look, the size is always going to be a factor, but he obviously showed his worth last year and the year prior to that for the Georgia Bulldogs. Love it a lot. And look, the Arizona Cardinals just traded their pick to Atlanta. Atlanta has to make... This is interesting here because Atlanta was obviously in the shitter last night with Michael Penix. Do they
go Spencer Rattler?
Do they go quarterback of the future here?
Quarterback of the future. Could you imagine? Cousins will burn the stadium down. Mercedes-Benz, that beautiful stadium.
I wonder if Art stepped in and is like, we got to make some moves here. Cardinals. So I watched the video that you and Adonis referred to last night with the Cardinals GM just wheeling and dealing, right?
Yeah.
A little shifty and shofty out there, making trades, whatnot. They obviously had 2 last night. Maybe they didn't see the value of what they really needed to go after right here. There's some edge rushers left, but nothing I think really knocks you off their socks. I think they could probably use some defensive guys. Obviously, they've got the right running back. They've got the wide receiver. Who was the second guy they took last night? They took their edge guy last night, didn't they? We drank too much. We don't remember what happened.
Yeah,
Maybe they got their guy. So look,
night.
they slide back with Atlanta. I don't know where Atlanta was in round 2. I can only see a little bit, but look, Atlanta needs edge, cornerback, wide receiver, offensive tackle. Where do we go here, Cody? Pick is in. Edge or cornerback is my thought process on that. But maybe wide receivers are flying off the board. Do they go get a Donovan Mitchell? You go get a Donovan Mitchell or Troy Franklin.
They've taken an offensive weapon in the first round every year for the last 5 years. I think you got to go defense. Remember, we still have
paid your guy. You got to give your guy something.
Well, they have something. Don't
yell at me. You're yelling at me. This didn't work out for you last time. Who are you going with?
I know. I'm going to go defense.
Big board, where am I going? Edge?
Edge.
Art's on the phone. I told you. Art stepped in. He goes, I'm done. Look at this. Art's making the phone call here. He's right there on the phone.
That's Art. Yeah, Art. Yeah.
No, the GM is the guy in the red. The GM guy is the red.
He's just...
He's like, hey, glad to keep my job. Thanks for having me. Yep, we're making moves.
Clusterfuck yesterday.
Art's like, hey, the GM fucked up last night. I'm giving you a call. I'm stepping in. I'm taking this draft over. Here we go. Buckle up. Let's see here. Muddy's saying either Mitch or Kool-Aid. He was just saying the Jags should trade up for Kool-Aid. I've been saying Kool-Aid all night last night.
Yeah.
Would love for the Jags to be able to have Kool-Aid. So the Cardinals received the 35th pick for 2024 second round 35th pick. But it doesn't make any sense.
And they get a 6th round
for
2024 pick.
So I guess so I think they have that wrong because Cardinals should be receiving the 43rd pick. They swapped picks. And they also got a 24-33rd round. So Falcons are going to pick again tonight.
Well, that GM over there at
Arizona.
No, the Falcons only had 1 pick. I just looked it over.
They have a pick in the 3rd round. That's what I mean. They're going to pick again tonight.
Okay. Yeah.
So maybe they have 2 picks in the 3rd round. I like Donovan Mitchell.
You're going wide receiver?
I'm going wide receiver.
Another offensive weapon?
Who did you say?
I went edge.
Who, though? Darius Robinson?
No, he went.
Gabriel Murphy, I like. Punter. Oh, I thought.
You tell he's had a couple cocktails. Go Nealon from Eastern Michigan. That's a good kid. Roro. They went Ruke Orhorhoro. Defensive tackle out of Clemson. Yep, that guy's a stud.
Okay. Do you like that pick then?
Yeah.
All right, let's go to DTs here and let's talk about him.
Ruke Orhorhoro. So what I like about him is he's still pretty raw. He does have some stuff to clean up. Let me get to him. I think he's...
What a name. Given name is... It's 17 letters. Orhorhoro.
Yeah.
Holy moly. Ojingo Ruguve Orhorhoro.
Yeah.
Wow, that's a mouthful.
All right, so pros. Very, very fast first step. Reads the snap count extremely well. Can get you in trouble at the next level with some of those hard count guys. Strong hands and a lower body that is built to bull rush. He loves that bull rush up the middle. The kind of the patent pending move of Aaron Donald, what he made a career off of. And he's got strength like that. Great hips. He's good at getting off blockers. The brute strength with this guy is incredible. Here we are. Look at the motor running down the running back, and then he shoots the gap extremely, extremely well. He's got freaky strength and speed, and he does well at stunning and twisting. Now, what the cons are is he's young. He's a younger prospect, greener. Anchoring against the run consistently, he needs to develop on. He does try to dive at some of those play action passes. He doesn't realize that it's a play action, and he tackles the running back, and then he's out of the play. May struggle early with NFL schemes, with more of the exotic schemes, but a guy that he's probably going to be a 2-down guy at the beginning, but definitely a better. You can develop him, and he'll be a 3-down guy for sure. What he also has on the knack is shorter arms.
I don't know, man. The Falcons here, not a big fan. I think I'm reading the chats. I'm reading a couple messages here. I don't think that knocked anybody's socks off with that pick. I think, again, wide receiver.
No, I mean, you have Newton out of Illinois still. You have Brandon Fisk from FSU, and you still have Chris Jenkins from Michigan. So he was my 5th best. And, Sweat also, the other Texas nose guard. But Sweat with the DUI, he's in a little bit of trouble that he might drop a little bit.
So we got Fields' best available is Adonai Mitchell, Cooper DeJean still. The Commanders' pick is in. Do they give their new shiny toy and Jaden Daniels a weapon out there at Washington? They need a wide receiver. They need an offensive tackle, it says, as well. Wide receiver, to me, I feel like, again, you kind of do what the Bears did. Go give your new shiny toy a prized possession there. Wide receiver room of who's still available. Again, Troy Franklin, Roman Wilson, Jermaine Burton.
No slouches.
Right? Donna Mitchell. You can't lose with any one of those guys, according to the Cody's big board here, and all three of those are still available. And a couple guys that are not even on your big board are already off the board. So I'm not a big fan of Burton, but Donna Mitchell, Troy Franklin, I think both of those guys would be a huge pickup.
Don't sleep on Roman Wilson either. Roman Wilson's very good at 6, but he's got to fit your scheme. Roman Wilson was a guy that I think would fit really well into the Minnesota Vikings offense. So when you think of Minnesota Vikings, you got to think the Rams, because that's where Kevin O'Connell came from. So that type of offensive scheme, where you have a true slot guy, a number one true slot guy that's going to run the slants, the deep crossers, and stuff like that. Listen, he's not gonna rip a bunch of home runs off for you, but he's gonna get you 40, 50 yards on across the middle consistently.
The hit is with commercials again. The GMs are dialed in. They've got
these picks are going way faster than last night, though.
Even already. Yeah. We're already cruising, but they've got to crank in their commercials. Question for y'all. How many rookie quarterbacks will start next year? That is a good question. I think, obviously, Caleb's definitely going to get the nod. Jaden Daniels, they've got Sam Howard still there. I don't think he gets
the nod right away.
I don't think so.
Week 6 if it's going bad.
Yeah, I don't see him getting the start. Drake May, there's nothing out in New England, so that one could be more of a starting factor for him. I don't think Bo Nick starts. I don't think, obviously, Penix isn't going to start. Who else did we lose last night?
J.J. McCartney. He's not starting with Darnold there.
True. He won't be the week 1 guy is what you're saying. So week 1 guy. So maybe 2. We're looking at 2 possibly.
Yeah.
Which is interesting because last year, right? You could say
no 3 because Williams got to start.
They got it figured out.
Williams is going to have to start. Yeah, you're right on the money.
I told you they had the graphics wrong.
At this point, I don't even know what I'm doing. You're so inside this thing. Like what? Like
that's the graphic I was telling you about that I want.
Yeah, it's sweet.
Have it floating down around the house outside.
Yeah.
So we'll see how it plays out. But I think it's interesting to think that this quarterback class was arguably the best, better than last year. But all 4, right? You had C.J. Stroud start. You had Anthony Richardson start. You had Bryce Young start. And then that was a 3.
Yeah.
Will Levis didn't start.
Nope.
But he ended up taking the job over.
He's going to be the guy this year. We'll see.
Right? So those 4 guys all ended up being the guy. And this year, surprisingly, even though it's a healthier class, may not be the guy right away.
But I think that's what you want.
You want that. I think it's great. I think that
the NFL.
Who do you have for the Commanders? What did you say?
Let's go shiny new toy. One of the wide receivers like Wilson or Franklin. Boy, you can get a really good cornerback.
What's up, dude? Come here, B. Come here, we're doing a draft.
That's the future of high top sports right there.
Oh, this is it. He's going to take over the family business. I snapped Ricky an empty old-fashioned cup and still get nothing.
Him and Mylan. Mylan be the stat guy.
There it is. Gator Swag saying O lineman. When is that O lineman going to go from Florida? Sam Howell was traded. So maybe Jaden Daniels does get the nod. Mama. You want to listen?
Oh, they do have Marcus Mariota.
Okay. So they have nobody.
Yeah, but he can start until Jaden's ready.
Sure. But they're the same person.
Best bet.
Howell was traded to Seattle.
Wow.
I didn't see that trade.
Best bet yesterday. Awesome.
Fantastic.
And we went on a little bit of a burner after
We
the
did.
show.
We gambled after the show. We played a little Texas Hold'em, and Code and I doubled our money.
Yeah.
Maybe a little bit more than doubled.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah, we were a little double more, yeah.
Yeah, it was sweet.
Dada? Family fair. What do you think? Wide receiver or offensive lineman? What do you think? Did they give Jaden Daniels a toy? Did you go for a walk with Asher? Here we go, B.
Oh, they went defensive tackle.
Oh,
Oh, we might got a little defensive tackle run.
here we go. A little
All
DT.
right, I like it.
Pull the DT board up then. Let's go. What do you got him?
2.
Oh, wow.
I thought he was going to be a day one guy. Now, guys, there's a lot of day one talent here because
Big
of,
steal then. Yeah, because of the offensive run.
yeah.
Hit him with a big eye.
All right, so Newton out of Illinois. Oh, what happened? There he is. So NFL frame at 6'3", quick twitch athlete, can go inside or out. Big production in the Big Ten. Great swim move and swipe. Thicker upper half. Elite pass rusher and great push up the middle. Hand fighting is up there, best in the class. High motor, stunts and twists well. It'll actually favor him at the next level, and he's got a really good lower frame on him, and is absolutely incredible at punching balls out of running backs' hands. Concern at times he seems to jump the snap a little bit. He's trying to time the snap count, and he either jumps it or he's late. He's more of a three tech, and scheme is going to matter at the next level. Doesn't seem to really have that patent bull rush move you get from a defensive tackle.
B just had a little sip of bourbon. He wasn't a fan.
No?
No. Oh, man.
No.
Little bitch? Okay, good. Hey, wait. Let's say bye to the chat, B.
Bye. Bye. Bye.
Say bye-bye.
Later on.
Ooh, tap out. Tap out. Pats. We're going with the Pats, Cody. They're moving quick.
Yeah. Yeah, they got to go defense. Maybe another defensive tackle.
Defense is fine. I'm loving it. I'm loving the hotness here. Look, quarterbacks are still there. Jags are really getting the W's here.
Yeah.
Here we go. Ricky, do my snap.
Wow, that's the reach.
Cody just swallowed his tongue there.
Wow.
You see my
Jalen
snap?
Polk from Washington.
He's not even on the big board, Cody.
I know.
You don't even have any stats on this guy, do you? 2021 transfer to Washington. Had Michael Penix throwing to him. I mean, again, with it, what's going on with Mitchell and Troy Franklin?
I don't know. I don't know why they're dropping.
Burton. I mean, that's your big board there. You know what I mean? I mean, a lot of people have those guys as the best available too. I mean, 6'1", 203. Again, it's hard to know where the Patriots' head's at.
Yeah.
It's a completely, a new situation there. Obviously, you've got your new coach. For the second pick? No. Are we behind? No. How much you drinking, Bubba? So we got the Titans up. So Jags have the 48th pick. So they still got to keep their eye open, I feel like, on a possibility to trade up here. Obviously, we'll see how it plays out, but
What are you thinking for the Jags? Cornerback?
it's got to be cornerback, and that's what I'm saying. Everyone's saying like for them to trade up to go get Kool-Aid, and I didn't realize how many more teams are ahead of them. You got the Titans. Where do the Titans go now with their picks already? And I'm loving this vibe, this
Yeah,
speed
this
right
is
now.
way
This
better.
is so beautiful.
This is awesome.
And look, they're even getting people calling it. They're just not wasting time doing a whole bunch of interviews and shit. So look, they got 2 rounds to go through. So I expect this to cruise a little bit faster than Titans.
They got Will Levis already. They got Hopkins, right?
Yeah, they do have Hopkins.
They have somebody else too, don't they?
Who'd they get last night, Cody? I got it right here. They went offensive tackle with J.C. Latham, so they got him protection.
Yep, that's what I was about to say. Did they get him
Edge rusher?
protection?
Kool-Aid's a block.
Do they need a cornerback? Oh, look, edge and cornerback. So Kool-Aid could be a play here or an edge rusher. We go to our edge board. I like edge here only because obviously I'm being a little bit biased with wanting the cornerback to stay on the board. And we still got Cooper DeJean. I would love if they went for Cooper DeJean there. Get that guy off the board, so we don't have to worry about.
You think the Jags are going to fuck it up that bad and pick Cooper DeJean?
Jags, bro.
The Jags are going kicker.
So for the cornerbacks, we still have got Kool-Aid, the number 2. Nate Wiggins is gone.
Yep.
TJ Tampa, who you love.
Love him.
Taron Arnold, he's gone. He
Yep.
went last night. But after that, I mean, you've got Mike whatever, Max Melton, Kamari Lassiter, Cooper DeJean, your number 9 guy for your big board.
Yep.
And
And there's some guys that didn't make the cut that are still really, really good.
thick cornerback room then. So we got edge here. Let's go. Jared Verse is gone. Dallas Turner's gone. Latu is gone. Chop Robinson, gone.
Yep.
Darius Robinson, gone. Marshawn Nealon, still available.
Yeah, he's the guy out of Western Michigan or something, or Central Michigan. So I wonder if the talent level is going to scare some teams off that he played.
Great question by Muddy says, the top Oregon State center, did he get drafted last night?
No, Oregon center, Powers.
Jackson Powers.
Yeah, never got a look. Which
Did we have any centers go off the board last night?
I don't think we had a guard go off the board either.
Zach Frazier, I don't recall. I know we had some linemen, but I think it was all tackles, right?
Yeah, big tackle run.
Let me go back to your guard big board here. Yeah, I don't think we had any. Man, a lot of help there. So Jags could go tackle or guard depending on
Again?
what. I mean, they could use it. I mean, a tackle. They could use some tackle help. They took a tackle. They could use some guard help. Excuse me.
I don't think you go tackle now.
Not tackle, guard.
Oh, guard.
Guard. Which
Or a center that can bump to.
yeah, one of those 2 options. I think you're good. Again, it depends on where. Yes, he said. Cody, Muddy says one center was. I thought one center was taken, but maybe not on the big board.
Maybe he was a guard on my big board and he's a center. It's hard too because they classify these guys.
A guard went
different.
Troy Ventura from Washington.
Okay.
Graham Barton from Duke.
Okay. Yeah.
But he was on your big board.
Yeah. I didn't care for his play.
Yeah, he went to the center, Jason Potter. So who's up right now? Let me go back to round 2. We got the Titans, and you're going. Where we're going? What did you say, Ricky? You said defense. Corner for the Titans. You can move your chair over here. I said. You like being in the corner? Like being tucked away. Ricky over here. You guys can't see him. He's got his old fashioned. He's got a full bottle of bourbon. In case he needs a refill, and then coffee, just straight black coffee. Just. You're right. That's my bad. I'm sorry.
He's been stealing the ice out of the coffee for the old fashions. Give it a little extra. Give it a little extra profile.
Little extra. I'm gonna need some water here in a minute, Rick. Oh, the Titans signed wider Calvin Ridley too. So they don't need any weapons. Yeah.
Yeah. If you call
So it's all
Ridley
defense.
still a
It's
weapon.
100% defense. I like edge. I'm gonna go with edge, and I'm gonna go with. Let me take a look at the edge. But man, it's got to be Kool-Aid here. The number 2 cornerback. Or Marshawn Nealon.
You said edge and then Kool-Aid.
Cornerback for Kool-Aid.
Brandon Fisk, damn good.
Is that the Rock?
No, it's Warren Moon.
Oh, it sounded like the Rock. Your final picks, cornerback.
I think I'm gonna go defensive line.
Chat. You're going. Okay, so edge. You count edge into that then.
Yeah.
You look. See how he's just doing. He's doing like 5 positions. I like edge here too.
They took the defensive tackle.
There's your Sweat.
Yeah,
Yep.
they're not worried about the DUI. Okay, well you're getting a dang good guy.
Go to the board. You got him as your number 6 guy, right?
Yeah,
Devondre Sweat, number 6.
which
DTs are flying out the board now. So Brian Murphy's gone.
Getting a
Newton's gone. Brandon Fisk, he went last night. No.
he's still available. Roke just went.
Chris Jenkins is still available. Now Sweat.
Yeah, but Sweat. This is a great thing about Sweat and why he fits in extremely well. He's as old school as a true nose tackle as you get. When you think of like neck roll, 1990s, like Big Gilbert from the Packers, guys like that. He's big, strong, and tall. 6'4", 360 pounds of beef. Will also be great. He's great at swatting the ball down. He has a bunch of swats. Elite upper body strength with a nasty swim move. He's got heavy, aggressive hands trying to rip the ball out. He's a mauler and just nasty. The bull rush is one of the best in the class. Clean out of the hip pocket, run stopper. Peak. They do teach the look and peak technique up there at down there at Texas. He does a very good job at that. Cons: conditioning at the next level. He's gonna have to pull off a little bit of the weight so he can be a 3-down guy. His lateral movement is a little troublesome at times. The DUI is a problem. Not that big of a problem, but he does have some off the field issues. And he needs to do better against some of those double teams. Sometimes he gets kind of caught up in the wash.
It's a big pickup. Again, you were a little concerned just given the fact of his DUI, but
You're muted.
sorry guys, the bourbon's flowing. Great pickup for the Texas from Texas.
Oh yeah.
4 Titans in Tennessee. So look, Tennessee's starting to really come together. Obviously signing Calvin Ridley. They've got DeAndre Hopkins. Will Levis is coming into his own. They get him some protection on the line on day one. Now they're going to the other side of the ball, really putting some big pieces together. The Titans were a legitimate threat last year. What a division that should have been weak last year with the Colts. The Jaguars should have won the division last year. That was like the thing because we got rookie quarterbacks everywhere you look. Rookie quarterback at Indianapolis, rookie quarterback at Texas, and a rookie quarterback what ended up being at Tennessee. And the Jaguars just faded away. And all 4 teams, 3 of those teams made the playoffs. 2 of those teams, Colts and Texans made it, and the Jags were 1 game away. And the Titans were just a few games from figuring their things out. And now all of a sudden they're a real legitimate threat going into next year.
Well, and it shows you. So we've had 4 Texas players taken the first 2 rounds.
Yeah, Texas is coming.
Well, here's the thing.
Rams are going.
How'd they not win the national championship last year?
Michael Penix, 8th pick of the draft.
You like going to that. Brandon Fisk, my guy.
DT.
My guy.
Number
we
2.
are on a DT
Here they
train.
go. I love this. And they had verse. They're keeping it in the family.
Yeah.
Wow.
Back to back.
FSU boys keeping the family line rocking and rolling. I like
Boy,
that.
this guy is something else. Brandon Fisk, elite off the ball, elite explosiveness, great hips, splits a double team well, great hands, and can play inside or out. He had a elite showing at the Senior Bowl. His motor runs red hot all the time, plays run and pass extremely well. My big knock for him, he's not over 300 pounds. He's got to beef up a little bit or they're going to punch him out to the outside. He can get stuffed up a little bit with some of those bigger maulers in the run game on offensive line due to his weight. And what he really needs to add is lower body muscle, and that way he can be a true penetrator at the next level.
Great pickup for the Rams. The Rams, obviously, again, we keep talking about them and the trade they made with. We just had a trade, it looks like.
Eagles?
Yeah, so it had Washington up there. Maybe it was a graphic error, which I was like, man, Washington is about to cook. But now the Eagles are back on the board. I don't know if you guys saw last night, but I think it was, who's the linebacker from Cowboys? Michael Parsons. Was it Michael Parsons? Yeah, just absolutely devastated the Eagles with getting Quindon Mitchell. He's like, they just get all the good players. Like he just fell so far back. It's like they just sitting around waiting, and they just get who they want.
That they do just get like
they're in a really good place. You got your face to your franchise, your quarterback position. They had a phenomenal offensive line with Jason Kelsey being the center of that, so they're going to have a little bit of shakeup there.
Oh, they take a center to replace Kelsey? They take our guy from Oregon, Powers?
And look, what are we going to say? It falls into their lap. You're number one offensive tackle or number one center.
He should have been gone
round
in the first round.
And now they're getting essentially two guys that are number one on your big board at least in their positions, and just kind of hanging around. And a good thing, a team that went to Super Bowl 2 years ago and damn fair last year. So, and again, they weren't really in a dire need for a lot of pieces. They just need the right pieces, and they're getting the perfect piece for what is missing.
Yeah, for sure. And it's one of those things where the Eagles always seem to hit on their draft picks too, right?
Oh, they don't miss right now, man.
Like they're not missing.
No, they are doing a phenomenal job. That GM is he reminds me of the GM. I can't think of the GM's name currently, but he went to the Red Sox, broke their curse, and then went to the Cubs. I know Muddy's gonna know who it is.
I'm gonna say this. I'm gonna tell you another team that I'm starting to worry about, and you're gonna lose your shit here.
The Lions.
The Lions are starting to hit on draft picks.
I've been trying to tell you.
It's really starting to worry me.
I've already told you that. You just didn't want to listen.
Dan Campbell is an elite evaluator of talent.
I tried telling you that. You last night yelled at me around and picked
I know.
8, right around pick 8, I think it was.
You see the jersey I'm wearing? It's hard to.
I know. I've been trying to tell you.
And they've been so bad for so long, but that damn trade that we talked about just gave them a spark.
Yeah, revived the program. And Dan Campbell, I think that's great too.
Yeah.
Look at the record in 2023. Started 10-1, finished 1-6. The Eagles did last year.
Yeah.
Shambles, bro. It was just like it was clearly an in-house situation. Like they just forgot how to play football.
And now they don't have Kelsey.
And that's what we were just saying. I mean, I feel like he was the heart of that team. That big factor, big locker room guy.
He just said the defense was ranked 30th. Maybe they go cornerback
again.
Yeah,
that's what I was thinking. You team that up with Kool-Aid and Quindon.
Yeah,
they were talking about that. They were getting the reason for Mitchell was so huge because they were just getting sliced.
Yeah,
like turkey meat on the defense. I mean, getting the two best quarterbacks in the league can't hurt with that.
Yeah, yep, for sure. Let's go check out the cornerback big board real fast.
Muddy says Eagles GM is a former Gator alum. Crazy that he loves Georgia players. Look, I mean, even myself,
he loves winners.
Yeah, I respect a good player.
Now hear me out. I said
no, not Brad Pitt, Muddy.
Everybody wants Kool-Aid. I think I like the Michigan kid or TJ Tampa to go to the Eagles.
TJ Tampa seems like he's a hard hitting cornerback, right?
Yeah,
fits
bigger
that
body.
vibe.
Yep.
So where are we going here? Where do the Eagles
I'm going.
go?
I think back-to-back picks are going cornerback.
I like the center pick. I like your boy from Oregon.
The center idea is good too. Also,
there's still a lot,
but one DB is not going to fix your program, right? You got to have both guys on the outside. Or do we see Cooper DeJean go as a nickel? Now I think that's pretty high up to go get a nickel guy. But a lot of people are enamored with his talent.
Again, the Eagles are in a place where I don't feel like
and if he goes to the Eagles,
wrong.
he's gonna be an automatic superstar.
Yeah, they can't. Know what I mean? They can't go wrong with.
They got the magic fairy dust
with where they're at. Did you order your Indiana Fever hoodie yet?
No,
boys. Hey, did you order your Indiana Fever hoodie?
I live in Indiana, and I don't have one.
What, are we gonna watch the NBA?
Yeah,
give me Keon Clark all day, boys. From the logo? Come on. Here we go. Eagles pick is in. I love how they've been doing the draft from city to city. Look how electric it is there, dude. Who you got, Rick?
I don't know. Center.
Ricky says center. Ricky, why don't you slide the chair up, big guy? You're comfy? Oh, fall.
Sitting that close to the TV is going to hurt your eyes, young man. No, you're just seeing double from all that whiskey.
I don't even get buzzes anymore, guys.
Oh yeah, it's just the maintaining.
He's making videos for Daily Sippers. Okay.
Yeah.
Bro, did you see? There was a guy that clipped my video and was like, "This is what alcoholism
Maybe he is getting a little heavy.
That's why I drink beer. I just stay level.
Oh,
right.
The quarterback. There it is. The white boy's off the board.
He doesn't look very happy.
No, he doesn't. Oh, okay, he was.
Which one is it?
It's the one in the middle.
This guy?
Yeah.
Oh, he's gonna get beat up.
Look at they all have the same haircut.
The last, like,
They almost took him last night over Quinton Mitchell. But, you know, they listen to the professor.
You get the look to most people's big boards the best two cornerbacks in the country right now, according to them. Look, I think he's going to end up sliding over to nickel, but you get yourself an athlete, and look, like you said, now he's going to turn into a superstar.
Yeah. So let's go ahead. Goes over the pros and cons. I have him at number 9. Some people are going to hate that. The reason I have him at number 9 is not because I don't like him. I think he's an incredible athlete, as you can see, you know, state champion long jumper and everything. But the problem I had with him is I don't think he's a true outside corner at that level. And you got to be an outside corner on my big board to be in the top 5, right? And so the pros, great multiple tool. He can play big nickel or safety at the next level. Developed at Iowa, so you know his defensive and football IQ is through the roof. He understands route concepts extremely well. He has elite drive on the ball. He is a riverboat gambler, though. He will gamble. Big hitter here. Look at him. Sure wrap up tackle. The one thing that I'm going to say about him is the fractured fibula worries me a little bit. He's a little grabby on double moves. He can get you in trouble. You're going to have to put the boxing gloves on him. And sometimes that gambling gets him in trouble. And I'm not sure if he's going to be a true man corner at the next level.
I'm ecstatic for Cooper DeJean. I love it. We've got,
but a nightmare for a guy like Ricky Pearsall to go up against some of these slot receivers, Keon Coleman, that are just going to have to fight that off.
Look, if they ever do the black versus white in the NFL, we've got some representation on the side of the ball, and that excites me.
Cooper DeJean, and he ran fast. He's fast.
Yeah, I'm excited. Look, you got to love it. You got to support it. Is that? I thought it was McCaffrey. All right, Saints picks in. Where are we going, big guy? We're hauling ass. Let's go.
Boy, where'd they go last night?
They're taking,
they traded?
Oh, they traded the Packers. I think they go Kool-Aid. Oh, it's Taysom Hill.
Kool-Aid. He finally goes.
I'm hot, baby.
Now we got to run on cornerbacks.
That's his real name?
Yeah.
Yeah, you thought I was fucking with you?
Bro.
That's what I'm saying.
Fucking way.
That's what I'm saying. How do you pass up Kool-Aid that many times?
Oh my god.
He's
Where's
hot.
he at? Number 2 safety. Yeah, they're not real thrilled.
Like, you know what his name should be?
Yeah, Saban's gonna be hot. Gonna be piped up about.
Listen,
She was like, what's your name? And she goes, dude, Kool-Aid.
listen.
Oh, man.
So you remember when Joey Porter Jr. fell last year, and his dad kind of pulled him aside after the draft and said, "Listen, now you gotta show that you know all 31 teams you are a day one guy, and that's what he's gonna have to do." Man, look at that beautiful wrap up tackle there. What I like about Kool-Aid, loves to drive on the ball, was CB1 at Alabama. He traveled with all the wide receiver ones in the SEC. He's durable, hard hitting, not afraid to run stop, not an issue. Speed, he has speed and burst. The one thing he is a thicker build guy too. And it's one of the last great DBs out of the Saban regime. Loves to cover slant routes. He's incredibly good knocking balls away at the catch point. This is the big cons though. He needs to get his head around on the deep balls because he's going to get hit with PIs in his career early, and in the red zone fades, he does get handsy there. But a true lockdown corner you are getting.
So now the Jags, this is an interesting point for the Jaguars because obviously cornerback is a big point. They still have TJ Tampa, which I wouldn't mind that big hitter for Duval for them to pick them up again. 2 years in a row now, cornerback has been a point of need. You good? And they haven't focused on that. So we'll see how it plays out for the Jags here, where they move forward. They've got a lot of teams still ahead of them. You've got obviously Texans, Cardinals, Raiders all still up. And
Houston.
look, Houston, I mean, they've got their edge.
They got to go wide receiver.
They've got wide receivers.
Yeah, but remember.
No, they've got Stephon Diggs.
Okay, I get that. But C.J. Stroud really wanted Ricky, so you go get him a slot guy.
They're going defense. Cornerback, TJ Tampa.
Oh, okay.
Another cornerback off the board. I was right with the
Cornerbacks are running.
cornerbacks. Yeah, but
yeah, my number 9 guy.
geez, my knees here, boys. Yeah, look, this is really telling the Jags where they're going to need to go, and they've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
They
7.
might have to trade up.
At this point, if they want the cornerback, but their center's still there. I mean, they could move him to guard, right? There's some good offensive line help. And look, Trevor was getting beat up last year, so
Let's go over. Let's go over Lassiter out of UGA. My pros plays man well. He's a hard hitter. He's kind of gotten better through the years at UGA. Willing and run support, flies around and like his hair is on fire, and a true spark plug. When you put him in the game, he is something else. Physical at the line, great in transition, good hips, great movement, great up on leverage. He's one of the stronger corners when it comes to that 5-yard inner contact. Stays in a tight hip pocket on some of the deep crossers and slants on the wide receivers. He will not get bullied at the next level. He faced some of the best wide receivers in the SEC and shut most of them down. Can play off ball or end zone. My only con for him is getting his head around. He's got to get his head around. He's not the fastest cornerback run of 4.58. I think that he'll be okay in the right scheme. Average frame, average arm length. He's gonna need a little bit of safety help on some of those burners, and he's gonna have to clean up. Some of the stuff with the hands and the PI stuff.
now that's 3 cornerbacks in a row here in round 2, and we only had 1 in round 1, so that's 4 cornerbacks that are off the board.
Yeah.
And let me go back to your board again. TJ Tampa's still there, which you're a big fan of TJ Tampa. He's number 4.
But he's 4, but he's a scheme fit guy.
Oh, safeties. Okay. I clicked the wrong one. Taron Arnold's already gone. Mike Sancho still there. Max Melton's still there. Kamari Lassiter's now gone. Cooper DeJean's obviously still gone, or now gone.
So TJ Tampa and Mike, they're about the same guy. I mean, they're you could get either one of them and be extremely happy with them.
Where do the Cardinals go here, bub?
Man,
They're already picks already in. We're flying through this
I know.
thing, and I love it. It's refreshing, honestly. We've got a lot of picks still left for the night. We're already through 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 picks. So we're going into the 10th pick of the second round so far. And we're cruising. We're going to the Cardinals here. They have been wheeling and dealing all night. So this was the trade. This was the pick they traded with the Falcons. So they dropped back a few spots and still in a very good position, the Falcons are. And that leads us to where do they go? Do they go cornerback as well?
do they even make the pick? I mean,
they've got corner. So new in 2024, they've got Desmond Ritter. I didn't know they got Desmond Ritter as well. Not that matters, but 8-26 the last 2 seasons. But got a new head coach this year or last year. New coach last year, right? But they didn't have Kyler Murray all year.
take quarterback,
Quarter.
That's
what corner, right?
Quarterback, QB.
Spencer Rattler. Shut the fuck up.
Could you go back to back OU guys?
That would be insane. That would be absolutely insane.
Yeah.
I don't see it.
Yeah.
I feel like the GM has been wheeling and dealing. You don't
he's
mess this
smarter than
run up.
that.
Yeah, you don't mess this run up with Spencer Rattler here. Look, you got Marvin Harrison last night.
We could see a center go. I don't see offensive tackle. I think all the good ones are gone. I think that ship has sailed.
They got Darius Robinson edge, so they got Marvin Harris, Darius Robinson at edge. You've got your quarterback. What do they need? Do we know what their needs are?
Corner maybe. What we thinking? Cornerback.
I have them as for wide. Only have their need was wide receiver on my big board here, but. See what the chat says. You know what's going to be a steal later on tomorrow? Missouri's running back. Guy reminds me of Peyton Hillis, never gives up. Dude, I can't think of it. Even Blake Corum. There's a lot of. Let's go to the running back board while he mentions that. Trey Benson, obviously from FSU.
Yep. The Texas kid
Blake
blew his
Corum.
ACL out. Brooks.
You don't even have him in your top 10?
Who?
The Mizzou guy?
Let me see.
You don't?
Maybe not. I left out the Texas kid too because of injury. Blew out his ACL in like December.
But the Mizzou guy though runs with a lot of passion, runs with a lot of heart.
Yeah, but if he didn't make the big board, he didn't make the big board.
This wide receiver room is pretty healthy. Trey Benson,
No,
Jalen Wright, Blake Corum, Ray Davis. Ray Davis is, I don't know, he's a little old, so we'll see how that plays out. Will Shipley, touch and go. Frank Gore Jr. Love that guy.
Yeah, that guy's a stud.
Yeah, I love him. So where are we going with? I like cornerback, I think, man. So they need tackle, cornerback, guard.
Braylon Allen. Don't sleep on the Wisconsin guy. That guy he's young. He's like 20 years old, and he is a phenom. The
Look at
only
this
problem
graphic,
is
Cody. Why can't you give me graphics like this, Cody?
I don't know, man. We'll
It's floating
call
in the
them.
sky, Cody.
I know we're not floating in the sky yet.
We're flying, bro.
Yeah.
That Emmett? No.
No.
It looks like it. Roger's taking the night off. We're not going to see Roger for the rest
Goodell?
of it. Yeah.
Oh, he's not even there.
Yeah, Missouri's running back led the SEC in rushing, and Cody isn't even on his big board.
Didn't make the big board.
Don't know what to tell you.
Oh.
Here we go. I'm thinking quarterback.
Max Melton, cornerback,
Told you.
out of Rutgers. Made my big board.
They're flying off the board, dude.
Max Melton out of
That mine?
Rutgers. Elite
That me?
speed, ran a 4.39. One of the best off-coverage cornerbacks in the class. Can cover versus the bigger wide receivers and tight end. Fluid in transition, and has the speed to hang with some of the burners and bigger deep threats at the next level. Drives on the ball for INTs. Has started since he was a freshman. Has a bunch of game experience under his belt. Cons. Footwork needs to be improved. A little sloppy at times. He get caught flat-footed or on his heels. The run game, he goes missing sometimes. There he is driving on that ball, like I just said. Takes poor angles and aggressive angles at time. He needs to work on his press man coverage.
The Cardinals are cooking, and we were just talking about that again.
The pick is in already.
Dude, they are flying. We have time. But Cardinals are cooking, man. And that GM is really turning things around and really focused. I'm not sold on Kyler Murray. I think that's a huge factor. Again, they're operating as if they have their franchise quarterback, which as they should. I just don't believe he's there. It looks like they're coming up. Cody, who do we got for the Raiders, big guy? Look, you got to protect that line. I'm going to go with your center here in Oregon. I think it's time for him to fly off the board.
Yeah, that'd be great.
So they have him as a guard.
Center, played both. Let's go ahead.
I'm on a burner tonight, boys.
Pull up the big board. Yeah, he needed to go. First guard going to be taken. Can we see a run on guards now? We saw a run on defensive tackles. We saw a run on cornerbacks, just like I said. Now we're going back to guards, which I thought there was a couple guards that could have went day one. You're getting big value here. All right, let's go ahead before Saban gets too into him, so I can tell you what I think. Young at 21 on draft night. It is his birthday yesterday. Happy birthday to the young man. Has an NFL frame at 6'3", 320 pounds. Versatile on the line. Can play both center and guard with ease. He played guard. He played center. Whatever they need him to do. Elite in both pass and run blocking. Started 3 seasons at Oregon. Explosive off the line. Can run gap or zone scheme. Elite core strength and power. Great lower body strength. And a great anchor in the pass blocking. What he could do, he could free up the hips a little bit. Little stiff. He needs to work on flexibility. and may struggle at times with his true agility. You're not going to have him pulling a bunch.
Last night, and this is going to fire Tyler up. Obviously, big Raiders fan. He was on the show last night. Shout out to Tyler and Donis once again for being on the show. And he was yelling for offensive line help last night when they took Brock Bowers. Well, look, they got both their guys.
Yeah.
They went backwards with it, but maybe they had a crystal ball and they saw how the draft was going. And you get a steal with Brock Bowers. That's absolute steal.
Yep.
And now and again, he also adds help with blocking. He's one of the best blocking tight ends in this draft that we've talked about. And now you're adding the number one on your big board, at least, center/guard in this draft as well.
Number one on Mel Kiper's big board, too. 32 for 32, allegedly. Number one on his big board.
I think he's 45 for 45 now.
Oh, God dang.
Let's head into the Green Bay here. Their pick is already in.
They're going defense. They have to. They got their wide receiver core.
Do we see our first linebacker?
Boy, I hope not. I hope it's not the kid from Texas A&M.
I think you're right.
Adrian Cooper.
I like it.
I don't. Not have to play that guy twice a year.
He's the number one linebacker?
I don't want to do that.
I think it's linebacker. He's your number one guy. I'm going with Adrian Cooper.
Oh, my God.
I'm 2 for fucking 2 right now.
Are you cheating?
Are you
above?
I have your big board in front of me.
Okay.
Look at this. Look.
Now, guys, I'm super excited about this. Strap the fuck up before I take my pee break.
You know you're good when you're getting accused for PEDs. You know what I'm saying? Are you cheating?
This guy should have went fucking yesterday. Listen.
I thought you didn't want him.
No, I love this guy. This guy and the linebacker class really falls off after the Clemson guy, Trotter Jr. Listen, his lateral speed to play sideline to sideline is unmatched. Good hips and good change of direction. Great burst. When I watch him play, he looks like an Alabama linebacker. I don't think he should have been wearing that nasty ass maroon Texas A&M. Here he is, beautiful job. He's gonna go and fire off on the wrap up tackle on the cornerback or on the quarterback. True alpha, great instinct, reads RPOs extremely well, elite level, shoots the gaps well, can play special teams. He'll do it all for you. Led the SECs and tackle for losses. When Cooper hits somebody, it sounds like a goddamn ball bat hitting a piece of fucking meat, okay? I mean, it's truly incredible. Great in coverage, tight ends, doesn't matter. Slot wide receivers, this guy is absolutely day one guy. His only cons, he can put up a little more bulk. Okay, he's 250. I'd like him about 265. Needs to improve on his footwork, a little sloppy at times, and he gets a little handsy with the bigger tight ends. That's it. I got to piss, and I'm out.
He squeaked. I love it. I love it.
I got a little Kirk Cousins squeak.
Hey, be quiet. Be quiet. Be quiet when you go out there. My kid's sleeping. You want to hop on the mic? That was incredible. Panthers pick is in. Here we go with the Panthers. I don't know what the Panthers need. They need a lot. You think so? Wide receivers? Ricky's thinking defense here. It was C-Mac. They take running back here, I bet. They trade Trey Benson here? They don't have a running back, you're right. We're thinking running back.
No, not this early.
We would like an apology from you, Cody.
Oh, they took the Texas kid with the blown ACL?
So they took your Texas guy. You didn't miss much, Cody. We're flying through this thing, though. But they took John. You don't have him on your big board.
Yeah, because I'm muted.
No, you're not.
The only... No? There? Yeah, so the only reason he didn't make the big board is because he tore his ACL really, really late. He tore it in like November, December, and I was really worried about.
That's a good point. No, it's a good reason. But obviously, over 1,000 yards rushing, 10 touchdowns. Yeah, tore it in November 11th at TCU. So that's huge.
Yeah, he wasn't been. He obviously he's not. I don't know if he's going to even play game 1.
Little memory for the boys.
What did you send me? Oh, man. So, even though it's not your big board, you got any fun facts for Jonathan Brooks here, Codesies?
Yeah, he's got speed for days. He's another great Texas running back. I mean, they just produce him one year after another.
Yeah,
I don't know how they keep him.
I mean, the first last year, the first running back was Bijan Robinson, Texas, and now we're number 1 again. The first running back
They'll probably have another one this year
with Cedric Baxter. You think? Okay, I'm listening.
So 3 years in a row, they're probably going to have top running backs. You know, they're running back right now, and this is my thing. This kid is really, really good. He can be a bell cow guy if you want him to be. I'm just very concerned off the ACL injury. You know, you never know how it goes. Some guys can it's nothing, like it's a hammy right nowadays. But some guys they don't recover from it.
Sure.
Or you could start having some Achilles issues, or not Achilles issues, but knee issues with arthritis, like your boy Gurley.
I mean, your boy AP dealt with these things just fine. So,
well, AP was an absolute freak.
True.
Okay, that guy was built in a lab.
We're already
Brooks
moving.
isn't built in a lab. We're already where are we at 47.
We're flying. Coach.
I love it. Why can't the first round be like this?
We still got a lot of picks for it tonight. We're probably only doing round 2. I know it goes in round 3, but the boys are just rocking round 2. Cause we didn't put big boards together for round 3. We only anticipated for 2 rounds tonight. Or for the second round tonight. So look, Jags are up in 2 picks. I know we're getting ahead of ourselves here. Giants could need a lot of help. Giants need quarterback, wide receiver, guard. I mean, the list that I have for them from NFL.
They need everything.
They need everything. Could you see the quarterback of the future here, Cody?
Whoa! This is the pick is in. Is Jags trading up?
What are you seeing?
It says pick is in, but it also says the Jags pick is in. Like they're swapping.
Where do you see this?
And
at?
Bengals is on the clock on NFL Draft Tracker.
I still see Giants on mine. Oh, wow.
So maybe they're trading up to go get a guy?
No, maybe they just both have submitted. That's how quickly this thing's moving. Like, I guess they know that the Giants aren't even going after their guy. So Giants obviously get Malik Neighbors, so they have wide receiver help. Do they go get the quarterback here? And then, I mean, we got to start talking Jags here, but where do the Giants go here first? Spencer Rattler isn't horrible here with quarterback, right?
Yeah, Rattler. They could go Rattler. That wouldn't be a
linebacker. They need linebacker help. I mean,
Trotter Jr. If you're gonna go linebacker, his dad's a Hall of Famer.
Jeremiah Trotter from Clemson.
Yeah, that's an NFL stud.
They need guard help too, which that's a little frustrating. But with the Jags, it's gonna be interesting to see what the Jags do.
What's your pulse? What do you think? You think you take a cornerback like TJ Tampa or the kid from Michigan
For the Jags?
for the Jags?
Yeah, look, if TJ should be there because they have DB for the Giants too, and look, we've had a run of DB, so maybe the Giants reach up. But if TJ is there, I like that for the Jaguars. If the center was still there from Oregon, I would have liked that. Let me go to your guard big board to see what we got for the guards.
Can I just say this real fast about the
say
Packers?
whatever you want, Cody. You have the mic in front of you.
I mean, golly, it's how they get these dogs that fall and fall and fall. They're like the Eagles.
Who's this?
The Packers. Defensively, they're always getting dogs that just fall. They got the other linebacker that's got kicked out like 4 games last year for targeting. The Georgia kid. I can't remember his name. It's not Roquan Smith.
Only some Roquan though.
But they got a UGA linebacker that's like that's nutso in the head. And it feels like they just get these guys. Rashad Gary, they're dropped right to them when they needed to. It feels like they're lucky.
Detroit's making a resurgence. Let's as a
The
city.
the NFC North is starting to become a little bit of a juggernaut.
Outside the Vikings, I totally agree. I think you've got the Lions, the Packers,
Could you?
the Bears are really looking good. No, but I agree.
Yeah.
I think there's a lot of young talent and exciting. There's an exciting future up there. What were we thinking with the Packs? Giants. Oh, it's Tiki.
Yeah.
So we're thinking corner safety. I mean, a safety's a possibility here too, right?
Safety could go, but
Corner.
yeah, that kid's good. That kid's
They've
good.
got time, I think. That's our first safety off the board. Where we got
Yep.
him on the big board, big guy.
Number one
You're
safety.
dialed the fuck in, Cody.
I
I
know.
will say, like, we haven't got the picks necessarily right, but your big board, I think, I would say is pretty spot on. The only one you have super low would have been Cooper DeJean, but you have your reasons for it. And
Yeah.
he wasn't the first one; he was the second one.
But everybody had him number one cornerback.
he went second or yeah?
No, he went like fourth cornerback.
No, he was second,
No, Quinton Mitchell,
and then him.
Terrence Arnold, Kool-Aid McKinstry, and then Cooper DeJean.
Kool-Aid went after him.
Oh, Kool-Aid
Who
went
was the
after
other
him?
guy you said?
Quinton Mitchell, Terry Arnold.
So he was a third cornerback.
Yeah.
Okay, so you're a little off, but nothing. And again, like think about it, Kool-Aid and Lattiser and Max Melton went right after him.
Yeah.
So which tells you that
Those guys were 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
you could go either way.
Yeah, so last year I kind of focused more on the mock drafts. This year I focused, I grinded the film to have better big boards. So
I think your big board has been spot on with your guys.
Let's talk about Newman. Here he is on the highlights. This guy is nasty in the run game. He can play in the box. True special teams ace, ball hawk. He can and when he picks it off, watch out. He's gonna take it back to the house. Great open field tackler. Plays the sticks extremely well. Understands down and distance. Can blitz. Force fumble king. The guy just gets it in there and strips it out all over the field. Maybe the best safety to come out of Minnesota since Winfield Jr. from
Hey,
at
the Jags
Tampa
picks
Bay.
in, Cody. Shut up for a minute. Hold on. The Jags picks in. We got to go defense here. Cornerback seems to be the play.
They're going punter.
Would you be mad with a DT or anything like that, or we got any love there left?
Yeah, there's plenty of DT talent there.
Let's see your big board.
Reach. I get that, but
Yeah, his teeth. Yeah. I'm not sure how I feel about that, boys.
yeah, it's a reach bad.
What's up, Mama?
Boy, Jags fuck it up again, huh? He didn't make my big board either.
That sucks.
That's a reach. You could have got him in the
Point
third
3
or the
20 pressure
fourth.
was lined up as DT second in the SEC.
Yeah, you're talking the worst defense in the nation though. They're like 131.
Big guy.
Yeah,
I just texted Zach. I go, what are we doing? He was nuts. TJ Tampa on the board, and we go DT coming off an ACL.
yeah. Yeah, he did have injury history too. I think that's why I kept him off. It was a late ACL too. I think he tore it late. What are they doing?
They're fucking morons, bro. I just texted my Jags, but I'm done.
Fins up.
Skull. Mm-hmm. Skull. Yeah. I don't know.
The Bengals are already on the board.
Pick
Cody.
us in.
Holy crapola. What do you think for the Bengals? Go, Ricky. I think Higgins is still there.
What do they need?
Joe Mixon's gone, isn't he?
Oh,
Trey
they need
Benson?
run by Benson? That could be good. That could be a good swap for.
I think he needs protection on that line. I think that line was still a factor. I think.
Didn't they get that? Didn't they address that last night?
Maybe they did.
They may double down. You got to protect the pretty boy, but they have no running back.
I think we might have a little run to DTs here. Let me see your board here.
The DTs are starting to get thin.
Yeah, maybe the Jags were onto something here.
I think there's a Michigan guy that's really good there.
Chris Jenkins.
Yeah, Michigan.
Yeah, that's the third number guy. Fisk, Newton, Murphy. Chris Jenkins is gone. I'm going for Chris, DT.
Jenkins.
So
yeah.
that's how you pick a defensive tackle.
Yeah. It's a good pick. I got him number 4. Okay.
Yeah, that's what I said.
Yeah. Can play inside or outside. He's definitely a 3-down guy right away. Great at getting to the quarterback. Nasty swipe and swim move. Reads the snap count extremely well. Always seems just to be around the ball to make a good play. Good feet. Clean out of the hips. National champion at Michigan. Of course, my boy JJ helped him there too. Played against the Big Ten O-line, which is tough. Good in run support. Good on leaning on blockers in towards the runner, and then stacks them up and gets after the running back. Bigger, bully build, heavy hands, solid run defender. Cons. He needs to hone his pass rushing moves a little bit. Shorter arms, can get caught up on blocks. If initial move doesn't work, needs to work on that secondary pass move. Stand straight up, needs to learn the leverage game sometimes. Needs to be quicker on his first step. Good motor, but he's not elite on his lateral movement. Son of a all-pro from the NFL.
I'm still pissed off, Cody, like you were last night with Xavier Worthy. I'm talking to my Jag boys now. I've got a couple of
Is
guys.
everybody hot?
Oh, so
they want TJ?
One of my buddies hot. My other buddy says, yeah, this guy that they just took, he's pissed. He's like, dumb as shit. I said I wanted Tampa. He goes 100%. My other buddy's like a sunshine pumper for the Jaguars, and he is saying considered first rounder in 2022, tore his ACL, came back in 2023. It wasn't healthy, boomer bust. If his knee better after 2 years, it could be a steal. I just don't feel like it was a time for that though.
You take him in the 4th, right? If he has injury problems.
Cornerback for Michigan here.
Yeah, I like that. That's a good one.
Cornerback. God, I'm on a fucking burner.
You're getting him early. Don't fucking.
How do I get accused for PEDs?
You're on your phone.
What
You're
did
on
I
your
just?
phone. Listen, you're getting them
Look.
early. You're getting them early. I don't care
Here,
what you
read
say.
it. Can
No.
you read this? Does it say anything about a cornerback?
Oh golly.
What did I just text you? Read what I just texted Ricky. Ricky, come into the mic and read what I just texted you, please. Just for word for word. What did I text you?
Hey, I can't believe I'm a little bitch. I like little. Oh, I can't say that on live.
No, what does he go? What does it say?
He says, I'm sloshed.
Oh, jeez. Another cornerback, and the Jaguars were just floundering.
Yeah.
Yeah, listen, nobody. Who the Jags pick again? My Google couldn't even find them. Pathetic, dude.
Mike Santarasti, 6 INTs in 2023. Top 2 run stopper in the class. Sure tackler, dog mentality, big hitter. What are you doing? Can play zone extremely well, high upside with room to grow. As a nickel corner, reads plays and wide receivers extremely well, will break on the ball. He's nasty at the catch point, has resulted in multiple pick sixes in his career. Cons. A little bit undersized, struggles getting his head around on deeper routes. Not a burner with 4.47 speed at the 40, and scheme will dictate his success. But this guy is a true hard hitter. He's a sure tackler, and he is also a national championship.
TJ Tampa still on the board. I got some insight here from my Jags buddy. So, 5-star recruit, 6'6" and 315, add some DT strength. Field Yates says, new Jaguars DT, Mason Smith was one of my most intriguing prospects to study this year. He's got all the physical traits, incredible size, length, and power, and played his best ball down the stretch. One of my favorite day 2 upside prospects this year.
Yeah, I think late day 2, though. Steelers, what we got for the Steelers? Pick is in. What are we feeling with them? What do they need?
They got running back and Najee Harris. They've got the quarterback situation figured out. They took a lineman last night, I believe, right, to protect Russell Wilson. We talked about that, right?
Yep.
Let me double check on that. I want to say so. Troy Fontanago, the offensive guard.
Could we see defensive player maybe like a Trotter Jr., NFL legacy linebacker?
I'm trying to see what their needs are. Hold on.
From Clemson.
So O-line, they addressed that. Wide receiver. We got Troy Franklin and Donovan Mitchell still available.
Yep.
They need a center, a tackle, and a cornerback. Cornerbacks are flying off the board. Do you go get a TJ Tampa, which I think at this point would be a steal?
JPJ and his what I think his comp is TJ Tampa is JPJ. Could you get 2 alpha
cornerbacks
belt buckle? He's the best press man corner. That's what they want to play up there. It could be interesting. They need a little defensive line help also. I think they go defense here, right?
Jason Potter's thinking linebacker.
Boy, Trotter.
Mama says smash the like button. Absolutely smash the like button, boys and girls.
What's up, Mr. Nobody? How's your draft coming in on Braille?
I just look. I don't feel like the Mason Smith is a horrible pick, but I think it was a stretch of a pick. That's my frustrations with it.
Oh, definitely a stretch with some of the talent.
I think you could go get him round 3.
Yeah,
very easily, right?
Or maybe 4.
Oh wait, the Jags. Oh, the Jags have a late 3rd rounder at 96.
They could trade up.
True, because they traded back. They already made some kind of moves early on, round 1. They should have. They did this last year. It feels like they're in this perfect position to make a move, and it's like they blunder it. Let's talk the first round last year, right? They were kind of in a pinch hole with their offensive tackle getting hit with the suspension, so they had to go offensive line. But yeah, it feels like they're always there, and they seem to make questionable picks, like, oh, he was a 5-star. Like, he had a super productive season here. It's like, yeah, but you're picking and choosing what you want to read.
Yeah.
Yeah. Look, Detroit looks fun, guys. Should we go?
No, it's terrible. It don't look like that. I was just there last year.
So, look, do they add more offensive line? Do we help here?
Oh, my second center's gone.
Your second center's gone. Zach Frazier.
Yeah.
Man, they're building the line. Look, Najee Harris. This is going to be interesting. Look, I know. Look, Ricky's shaking his head because Najee Harris has been an absolute cluster of a running back.
You got to have an offensive line.
That's my point. So maybe look, you go because Najee Harris is a phenomenal running back. You get Russell Wilson. We've got this. I mean, they've got Eric Berry there. Now, who's the offensive coordinator at Steelers? I feel like they need to get back. They want to get back to that old style of game. Mike Tomlin's still there, where you run that kind of just run and gun.
Yep.
Where you just kind of 3 downs in a cloud of smoke, right? You pound the ground with your running back. Najee Harris is that guy. He just hasn't been able to break out and be that guy.
Yeah, and I feel like Zach Frazier with the comps. I feel like I feel like it's definitely feels like a.
Hey, can I get a slice of pizza? Yeah, I keep texting her.
Definitely feels like a Pittsburgh guy because let's hear the pros here. NFL ready at 6'3", 310, was the heart of the West Virginia offensive line. When you think of a Pittsburgh Steeler, you think of a guy that
right there,
the heart of the offensive line, the center, right? Only allowed 1 sack through 2022 season. Versatile player, can play center or guard. He doesn't necessarily have to play center at the next level. I think he's the best true center in the class. Now, I say that, right? Because they had Jackson Power Johnson as a guard. So I think that Zach Frazier is the best true center. I'm right on the money there. Great hands, great grip strength, anchors well, great in the run and pass blocking, can take on blitzers, no problem. Elite at knocking down stunts and twists, very smart. He's gritty. He's a worker. He brings his lunch pail and his hard hat every day. Exceptional hip movement. He's very fluid and has a great base. Cons, could add a little weight to his frame to take on some of the bigger bully defensive tackles at the next level. He's going to need some guard help on some of the bigger, better defensive tackles at the next level, and doesn't have elite burst and speed. But Kelsey didn't either, and he was one heck of a center.
The chat realized I changed jerseys. Jason says Cody's on tonight, but Shelton's on fire. I tell him.
Jason Potter, Zach is a great wrestler as well. Yes, so with that wrestling background, he's going to have fluid hips and a great core strength.
With 2 offensive linemen back-to-back for the Steelers here, they're going back to their old ways.
Yeah.
They're going back to the old-fashioned, just let's build the line, let's wear them out, and let's get it done. So Colts pick is in. TJ Tampa fits perfectly for this. Again, I think defensively, they've got some weapons out there to help Anthony Richardson. A lot of possibilities here. The pick's already in.
They can maybe go tight end. Be a little early for them, though, to go tight end.
They need DB. Wide receiver and DB is what we have.
Yeah.
Like I just said, TJ Tampa. I like TJ Tampa. Obviously, he's the number one. He's the top guy left on our board, but you could go multiple directions here. Look at your DB board here. You like O-line?
Gotta get some kind of protection for Richardson where he's gonna get hurt again, but
Imagine a 6'4" wide receiver frame. Donna Mitchell to the boys. That's a little early, right?
No. Troy Franklin. There you are, Texas. Wide receiver.
Who did they take last night? Who did they take last night? Oh, they took edge last night.
Well, here's the thing.
So I have wide receiver as the number 1 need on here.
Yeah, so they.
otherwise Richardson's gonna run the ball every time.
I kind of like this for them. Because they wanted Marvin Harrison Jr. and these guys kind of play the same type of game, right? Let's talk pros. Clutch as it gets when the game is on the line. He's bigger at 6'4", long NFL frame with big catch radius, speed for days. Run a 4.3 40, clocked at the combine. Great athletic ability with burst off the line. Then he's a home run hitter also. It seems like he's got that extra gear when he hits open space. Great blocker in the run game. Great body adjustment to the ball. Cons, injury bug. He gets knocked up a little bit. Perfect for the Colts lately. Could do better with Yak and seems to not really be shifty. More of that straight line speed like the other Texas wide receiver.
So we got the Commanders now on the clock. And I think Adonai Mitchell, that's a steal for the Colts, and that's huge for Anthony Richardson having a big target. They've got Pittman there now. Got 2 big guys now that really separate the ball for Anthony.
So let's say this. Let's say that let's say there was only 3 quarterbacks that got drafted in the first round instead of 6, and let's say there was only 3 offensive tackles. Some of these wide receivers and some of these defensive players are not there. So right now, you're getting first-round talent at the second round.
Yeah, absolutely. And this is huge for teams.
Because we had six quarterbacks and 7 offensive tackles go.
You're getting top-tier skill position talent in round 2 here. Commanders have something special. This is their second pick now in round 2. They got their quarterback last night, Jaden Daniels. They got an edge or a defensive tackle tonight, and Newton, the second best.
Yeah,
defensive tackle. On your board, they need a tight end. They need a guard. Maybe some DB help.
Wide receiver to help out McLaughlin.
I don't have that on here, but I don't hate it. Troy Franklin could be a possibility. I think they probably go. I don't know. They go stick with defense here.
I think you go get your young quarterback a weapon, right?
Maybe a tight end will be. If they need a tight end, you go get them a nice little safety blanket. I mean, who do we got left in the tight ends?
Oh, everybody?
I mean, yeah, it's
There's only been one tight end taken.
but who excites you though?
Oh, the kid from
Miami's up in 2 more picks. They're going offensive tackle.
Look at the tackles.
You can go Sanders out of Texas. You can go Cade Stover out of Ohio State. You can go Ben Sinnott out of K-State. Ben Sinnott is an elite athlete and great route runner.
So you let these guys go now then?
Do what?
You let these guys go now then?
I think it's time. I think it's time. If you really love a guy and you think it's going to help your rookie quarterback a lot, you go out and get him, right?
Well, I just don't know the
Because
value of these tight ends. Can you get them later on?
You might be able to get him in round 3.
Let me see where they're at in round 3 here. Hold on.
All of them. There's still a bunch of good.
Brock
Now
was the only one. They have the 3rd pick in round 3.
It drops off after number 4.
Do you think there's going to be run on tight ends or no?
Yeah, I don't see a run. That's what I'm saying. I feel like it might be a little bit early. I think you can get your guy in round 3 if you're the Washington.
How many picks do they have?
Washington?
Yeah,
Well, they've got the one. This is it in round 3. This is their second one in round 2. Excuse me.
and then they have one in round 3.
Just one in round 3, but it's early. They
Yeah.
have 2. They have 2
They
in
have
round
2.
3.
Okay, so you go get your tight end then.
Golly.
So yeah, maybe you go get a quarterback or a safety. The second safety is very good here, or a linebacker. Trotter Jr. is still sitting there, son of a NFL product.
Picks already in, boys. They're keeping us. When's Spencer go?
I think he might go today.
Where though? Joe Milton.
Melton, maybe a UDFA.
You think so?
Yeah.
Maybe a 6th rounder.
No, doesn't get drafted.
I don't know what UDFA, but maybe a 6th rounder.
I don't think you waste it.
Really?
Yeah, you get to the 6th and 7th round, it's almost better for him not to get drafted because he can pick where he wants to go, and you can get a little more signing bonus on the cash end. You almost don't want to be a Brock Purdy. Brock Purdy, that's like the worst case scenario. Yeah, they got him cheap. That dude's only making league minimum.
Crazy, right?
Yeah,
And he's not signing any big deals too.
he won't sign a big deal because he only works in that scheme.
Steven thinking lineman to protect Jaden.
I like that too. Plenty of guards left. Or you can get one of the top tier centers and bump them to guard if you need to.
Man, we got a whole other round to go tonight, dude. This thing's gonna go to 1 o'clock in the morning, bro.
No,
You think we start ripping off some picks here?
it's 8:43. We almost got a whole round done in 43 minutes.
No, this thing started at like 7:20.
Yeah, I guess
was 7:20
so.
when
Yeah,
we
7:20.
went
Yeah,
live.
no, it's gonna be shorter than last night was.
Whew. This guy, they just get this guy on payroll, bro. This is second call tonight.
Yeah. I'm back.
So we're thinking tight end then, right?
Yeah, I think they go defense somewhere, cornerback or
Tight end's the number 1 need.
linebacker.
Let me see what they need here.
Senate, tight end. Okay.
He's your number 4 guy.
Yeah, he's good.
Going on a run. Miami needs a tight end.
Isn't it weird how
And they're up in 2.
isn't it weird how they're starting to go on runs? We see 3, 4, 5 guys go. You know what I mean?
Position.
Defensive tackle.
We weren't off.
defensive tackle.
We started talking about tight ends. We talked ourselves out of it. We were there early.
Yeah. Defensive tackle went on a run. Cornerbacks went on a run.
Wide receivers started to run this morning.
Yeah.
This morning. Their first
yeah.
little bit of run.
They went the K-State kid. Yeah. Great route runner. More athletic than he looks. Powerful. Great hands. Can do the tight end screen. Faster on the field than what he put his 40 time down. His 10 split was pretty good. Yak master. Guys just bounce off of him. Elite balance, great productivity, agility, build, a punisher when it comes to tackling, all-American, always leaning forward after contact, 14.4 fucking yards per catch, average.
You like this guy.
Oh, I love him. Look at that.
Look, I think I love tight
Look
ends,
at the fight.
especially for young quarterbacks. Give them a pacifier, and this seems to be the guy that could be a great pacifier.
This is one of my favorite plays right here. Tight end screen. And watch him work.
Oh, I miss college football. Golly, just watching that snow game just got me horned up, dude.
This guy's a grinder, okay? Now, what could be better? He needs to get a better hip flexibility. As we saw in that run, he plays, his hips are a little tight. Needs to hit a little hot yoga. Lateral movement needs to be a little bit better. He's going to be a scheme fit. I think he fits in that scheme. Not a true elite athlete. I mean, he ain't running like 4.33. Blocking on the line is a
Brown's
little
pick is in. Here
underwhelming.
we go, Cody. No first rounder for them. A lot of Carl Nassib. Where are we going here, Cody?
I don't
First
have a,
pick.
I don't
First
have
time
a-
we're seeing the Browns.
I don't have a clue for the Browns. They're fucking punter. I don't know.
I was trying to look and see what their needs were to give me some pulse here.
What they got running back wise?
Nick, they still got not Nick Chubb.
Yeah, but he's starting to get old. Could you get a second guy for him maybe?
Offensively, they were great. Defensively, they were great. Do you help out Myles Garrett here? Add some more to the juicy line?
Maybe an edge? Yeah, there we go. Let's go ahead and hit the big board up.
We'll pull it up for DTs here. Where do we got old Michael Hall? Is he on the board? He is, number 8. There we go.
Yeah.
Give it to me.
Michael Hall Jr., Ohio State. Great initial burst, great penetration. Like I did Shelton's stepmom last night, fluid and explosive with my hips. Nasty swipe move.
Getting
Good
finishes.
lateral movement. Reads the gap extremely well. She had a perfect gap. Great at the twist and stunt. That's what she said. Great stutter inside and loop outside move. Moves to below past O-lineman. Played against bigger offensive linemen in the Big Ten. I'm going to give him a pass for that. Aggressive with his hands. High motor. Runs white hot. Nasty finisher just like I did last night with Holly's mom. Also had a double team with her. Cons. Little undersized. Kind of a tweener. May not be as bullish at the next level as what he tries to be at college. He is a jack of all trades, master of none, not a super great after the run pass catcher. What do you think about that analysis?
Rick and I are looking at each other, thinking the lattes are hitting hard and heavy here right now. So Chubb, Ford, and Dante Foreman are running backs for the Browns. Yeah, I think they're solid. All right, what we got? Picture in. Where are we going with the
Fins? Where are we
let's-
going, Fins?
cornerback? We got the Fins expert here. He's
Yeah,
thinking
I don't think they go TJ Tampa though. I don't know if that's their guy. I don't know if he's a scheme fit.
You're thinking quarterback. What do they need? Do we know their needs? Let me pull the Fins up.
But then guard.
Offensive tackle. They may go offensive tackle, like I just said. But I figure they'll go cornerback just to fucking stack them up and move people around.
Was cornerback up there? No. You're still feeling cornerback though.
Does it feel weird to have Saban up there talking?
I loved it. He was roasting the kids last night, bro.
I know. They did the comedian did the hanky who was that on
That was the Scott Van Pelt.
yeah, Scott Van Pelt on Belichick.
Yeah.
After Belichick was roasting him.
Yeah.
Listen, the kid isn't just very good, okay?
Dude, he was even Belichick was roasting him too.
It's like, well, if you drafted better,
Oh, you
would
got
still have
Chop
a job.
Robinson at edge there. I love that pick.
Yeah,
Forgot about Chop Robinson.
that kid's
So
good.
look, you beef the lineup with another DT here, right? Or you go protect. You said offensive tackle, right? That's what you were thinking.
But it's late to get an offensive tackle. Maybe a guard or a center.
Who do we got left on the board?
Plenty of guards and centers.
Keep it on the O line.
Oof.
Who's that?
It's on your big board, is he, Cody?
I don't think so.
Allowed only 2 sacks over 1,000 passing yards. Brother Chris was on the Commanders. That says he scored 5. Wingspan's longer than LeBron James. You gotta put that up there. You ain't got stats.
Good, Ricky, our Fins fans, not happy with that pick.
Yeah, I don't have them.
He's not wearing a shirt. Look at that jacket, though.
Soft.
Soft as they get. I mean, Patrick Paul. What tells you everything you need to know.
You started strong with a little chop.
Chop Robinson.
Patrick?
Yeah.
Is this the Krusty Krab? No, this is Patrick.
Not even on the top 10 big board. And all these guys are still available, aren't they? They're like most of them. Graham Barton, Jordan Morgan, Tyler Gooten.
No, Morgan's gone.
Couple of guys, though. They're pulling a Jags here. They're pulling a Jags here with their pick.
Yeah.
Cody doesn't have any fun facts for us. I'm texting my Jags guys here.
Say what? Dolphins fuck it up? It's a Florida thing.
I said Jags are awful, and Peter goes, go be a 49ers fan, and sent me a Pearsall jersey. I go, thanks for the link.
I'm okay with that.
Yeah, I don't like that pick. If you want to go get your offensive, I get that they wanted to just trade up. Just trade up and go get
They
it.
were talking about trading down 2 spots for Houston to move up, and I guess that they didn't like.
Well, I love the Chop Robinson pick, but then you turn around and you followed up with that with like the fucking 10th best offensive tackle. Just don't do that. Just
Yeah, just give it away.
Just-
You're just gonna throw the pick away.
yeah, just yeah. I mean, this is a second round pick. There's plenty of wide receivers left. There's plenty, you know.
They wanted Mitchell, but Mitchell was off the board. I didn't care to take Mitchell out.
You could have got any of the other wide receivers though with the second pick. It wouldn't have been a wash.
We don't need wide receivers.
Yeah, they have Jalen Wall and Tyreek Hill. Look, I think you needed protection. I just think you took the wrong guy at protection. I think Chop Robinson was a great pick.
I also said, like, you could have went tight end and we'd be fine there because we needed tight end. We only have Smite.
Yeah, there's plenty of tight ends left.
Where's
Oh, yeah,
Daniels
they're all
at?
happy. What do you think Dallas
Bro,
does?
how's that guy with the untucked polo get in there, bro? Oh, look at look at Daniels. Bro, his shirt's not even tucked in. Bro, vibing. Here we go. Back to the Star Wars space station here.
Yeah.
Look at Jerry Jones. What are we doing here, boys?
Is he even awake?
Needs
they
linebacker,
drinking
running
Prime?
back. Ooh, running back. Can we see Trey Benson here?
Is that what is that? Is that Prime or something they have out there?
No, that's
for...
that Gatorade. That's that Gatorade energy drink.
Oh, they must be sponsored.
Yeah, it's got it.
Oh, linebacker. They love a good linebacker.
Yeah.
Trotter Jr.
Tap. You've been saying Trotter Jr. all night.
Yeah.
Line up with Micah Parsons. Jeremiah Trotter.
Plenty of good running backs left, but not a running back like they like. They like bell cow backs.
Trey
There's no-
Benson's got that vibe.
I don't know. I don't know if he's true Zeke.
They have Pollard. Did they sell Pollard?
I like a Blake Corum to
For them,
Yeah.
that could be sneaky good. Blake Corum in a Dallas.
I like it.
that. I like that.
I like it. You got a guy that's been every down
the
back, a
problem-
bell back, get it back. It's Ezekiel Elliott, like that same same area, right? Big 10 guy, played in the cold.
Is Corum isn't Zeke's built. It's the problem is we get you know when we see the Cowboys we think Zeke Elliott, that big bruiser back with home run speed.
Blake's not the big bruiser, but he's got.
No, he's smaller.
But he plays bruiser like.
Yeah.
Trey Benson doesn't have that bruiserness to him either.
No. Well, there's just not a guy like that in this draft.
Muddy
This is
says,
one
I
of the
swear,
worst
when Jerry passes, the Cowboys are going to win the Super Bowl.
that year. I think this
They're
is
milking the
probably
clock.
one of the worst running back classes. They're maybe looking for a trade. I think this is one of the worst
There it
running back
is.
classes and ever. Just not very deep. It's not very good.
Because they got their guy.
Yeah, Jerry Jones is like, welcome to the Cowboys. We're gonna try to win a Super Bowl with you. Yeah. Don't touch cheerleaders. We gotta deal with Gatorade. You know, the Cowboys have gotten consistently boring ever since Jerry Jones isn't the true GM anymore. You know what I mean? Like, you could always count on the Cowboys to make like a splash.
Splashy pick.
Yeah, splash pick.
I like Trey Benson here. That might be a little bit too early from what you're saying.
Yeah, I think you can get him in the third.
So do you stick to the line? I mean, what else do we need for the boys here?
Go get a weapon.
They need something. Like
They need an offensive weapon. The wide receiver,
Running back, wide receiver.
the wide receiver core is,
Still got Troy Franklin out there.
and you know Jerry Jones loves him a wide receiver.
Feed your boy Dak. Because Tony Pollard isn't a complete bust of a wide. I mean, he's good. You got CeeDee Lamb. You've got Gallup at wide receiver. Obviously, it's pretty thin. So you add a Troy Franklin and CeeDee Lamb, and you're starting to sling the ball around a little bit.
Yeah.
Running back, wide receiver. See what the chat thinks.
What's the chat think?
think they jumped at the opportunity.
Not doing this with you today,
Who?
Ricky.
What's up, Muddy? Glad you're in here. You're always a wealth of knowledge.
Ooh.
Jason Potter, what's up?
You're not supposed
Maybe-
to boo veteran guys.
Hey,
That guy number 7, he's got the card.
maybe Jerry Jones thought they took Malik Neighbors, so they're good at wide receiver.
Yeah, if you're
He
running
was
the crew.
sleeping- he
Yeah.
was sleeping through
We
the
got
picks.
Malik last night, right? Who did they
Yeah.
take last night?
I don't know.
Cody here just slacking.
It's day 2, man. It's fun. It's all
It's relaxing now. We're cruising. Offensive tackle Tyler Gooten. That's what I thought.
Yeah.
I thought that took O-line help. That's why I just said that. They protected him last
yeah,
night.
because their O line, their historic O line, kind of has been devastated. They had to let some guys go and retire, and
The Titans signed Tony Pollard. God, we're missing out on a lot of stuff here. So
running back.
it's got to be, yeah. I like
Corum?
Corum or Benson maybe then. They don't have anybody. And you don't really want to take... Yeah, and wide receivers, unless Troy Franklin, again, he's still out there, one of your top wide receivers.
Yeah, he's a burner too. That's just what they like. Jalen Wright from Tennessee, average 7.9.
Defense, though, I mean, we talked to, I said linebacker was another issue, too.
Maybe they go right. Maybe they go Jalen Wright out of Tennessee. Trey Benson's more of that north-south runner, which what they
Marshawn
like.
Nealon is obviously still available. You got a top guy on the defensive line.
Mm-hmm. Bucky Irvin. Irving is a good one out of Oregon.
Bro, one thing you can count on about Dallas is they shit the bed at the last moment.
Oh, they took the edge. Marshawn Nealon. Yeah, so I really like him. The only problem is his competition level out of Western Michigan. Right? Didn't play good, but let's go ahead and pull up the
sixth
big
best
board.
edge, though.
Yeah, I really, really like him. It's just he's the sixth best edge, but it's like, is he? Because he's playing Western Michigan competition.
Sixth best edge.
Yeah.
Hey, that Buffate.
At Buffate.
Hey, fifth round, too. It's right.
All right, so pros, elite playmaker.
Hey, do we see Jason Potter was saying, all right, do we see TJ Tampa to Tampa? Is this
Hey, that
is this
fit
a
for
match
me.
made in heaven?
Yeah.
You just get a Tampa jersey.
Yeah. Elite playmaker on a bad team and a small school. He pops off the tape with his versatility, lines up at edge, middle, linebacker, or defensive tackle. Elite motor. Listen, the school is small. He was almost used like a high school player almost. So it's a big knock against him. But he did have great Senior Bowl. He's NFL size, length, and speed. Nasty bull rush, elite first step, and always has low pad level. Nasty fighter. Cons. Maybe a 1-year wonder. Scheme has to be right for him to flourish. Not sure if he's a pure power rusher. Will it work at the next level? Tweener, depending on scheme. Run defense could be better. And smaller schools, so we don't know if their productivity goes to the next level. But that's, it's it's kind of right up their alley though.
Quick question from the chat, from Derek Zelmer. Derek, welcome to the chat. Never seen you before, Derek, so
Yeah.
I'm clearly new. But he's saying, is it true that the professor didn't project Bo Nix in the first round? People are talking. Couldn't be me. Great question from the chat.
So me and him had a little inside
Oh,
conversation.
you know Derek.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah,
you're familiar with
yeah,
Derek.
yep,
Okay.
yep.
Okay.
He's an Oregon insider I use. For
Okay.
the Oregon channel. And-
So like Derek the Duck.
Yeah, Derek the Duck is who that
Great
is.
nickname. Whoever coined that. That's
Yeah.
coined that. That's
Yeah, we
phenomenal.
also got some damn good Oregon swag up on the
Is
High
that right?
Top site.
Is that right?
That is.
So
that
what?
is
So
true.
can you address his comment though about you not taking Bo Nix in the first round? And
Yeah.
I did say you left Bo, one of the best quarterbacks in the country, off the board there last.
Not one of the best quarterbacks of the country. He was one of the last pick quarterbacks of the country that the Broncos kind of got stuck
Top 15
with.
pick.
Okay, so Bo Nix doesn't go in the first round if we didn't have a giant quarterback run off the bat. Say we only had 3 quarterbacks taken, Bo Nix drops to the second round. That was my fear. What really threw the kind of the screw in the thinking is the Penix. The Penix thing really messed me up with Atlanta.
That could be a good point. With the Penixing definitely throwing a wrench into the whole quarterback
Yeah,
system.
because we had him going like 23.
You did, yeah. I think
Yeah.
a lot of people going 11, 12. I think Bo Nix was still always going to go first round. I felt that he would.
I just thought
I think he went perfectly, honestly. I think he went right where he was supposed to go.
no, not that high. Only because you picked it. That's the reason you're saying that. Because you picked it.
When you're dialed, you're dialed.
I get it.
You know?
But the pick didn't feel right for nobody. Even the owner had to go down and say, GM,
No, I said,
I'm making
saying,
the calls
I'm
from
saying,
now
I'm
on.
saying, I'm sorry. Bo Nix went at the right spot, not Penix. Excuse me.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I don't think Bo Nix is necessarily a first round quarterback in some other years that we didn't have a massive quarterback.
True. I understand
six
what you're
go.
saying because of how much of a overhaul there was in quarterbacks.
Yeah, everybody had to have one.
And Bo Nix would have been a steal in the second round at that point.
I'm not saying he's not a first round talent. I love him. He was like my number 4 quarterback. I just wasn't sure.
We just want to know why you hate him so much.
Well, the biggest thing is he played in the Oregon offense, and that doesn't relate to the NFL very well. Okay, it's like when you take an air raid guy, it just doesn't relate.
So where are we going with Tampa here? I don't have their needs up, but
6th Beth Edge. Thanks, babe.
Derek says, "Goddamn, Sheldon's a smart man." I mean, I've been hearing that a lot the last few days with this.
Yeah, well, you I would say that when you write my checks too.
Derek,
Lattes are flowing.
Derek's gonna go, what check?
Don't worry, Derek. I don't get one either.
We lost you. Your battery died.
Did it really?
We need Ricky.
Ricky,
You're gonna get me until we get Cody's camera back on.
Oh, that's all right. I'll go use this for a bathroom break.
Oh, must be another one. I'll keep everyone entertained here.
You need my big boy?
What was your pick for the Bucks? TJ Tampa just seems too perfect, right? Too good to be true. They need.
Wide receiver. Get a young wide receiver.
No, they got enough wide receivers. You like Edge? Who we got Edge? Edge. You heard that you need the battery? Are they watching it out there? Whose tits are out? We'll be right back, guys. Tits are out. No, you can just turn it a little bit. Just kind of finagle it. Yeah, you should get it. Yeah, it should be plugged in over there. Oh, I see what you're saying. So you can just line it up. Packers are on the clock. It was on Cody and it was just moving all around. I had the camera turned on, that camera, and it was just like showing your feet and everything. All right, we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Looks like 7 picks left in the second round here. Packers, then Houston. Houston has an opportunity to do some nice things. Alabama players selected. 3 first-round draft picks for Alabama, followed by 2 second-round draft picks for Alabama. Could we see one more before the night's over, Cody? For Alabama? Look at Nick Saban. He's cheesing out. He's like, yep. Still got it.
Well, guys, you got to go get your Alabama guys right now, because this is the last
crooked
year
as
that
fuck.
you're going to have a proven product out of there. I'm not 100% sure that they got the right guy at Alabama.
Zoom out a little bit.
Oh my God, they got Bullard?
Wow, this is flying, bro.
Holy shit! Why? Oh my God, this is terrible for the North. This guy is incredible.
You said they were eating. Where we got Javon Bullard, the number 2 safety on the board here, big
Yeah.
fella.
I don't know how Ricky had this, but I have it all fucked up.
Tiffany said she's going to bed. You got Disney tomorrow. Yeah, Cody's got Disney tomorrow. He's got to get to bed early. Our producer just destroyed the set here.
There. Appreciate it, big dog.
Oh, wow. You didn't like the other way? Oh, is
Yeah, I can't see my.
that my kid?
Javon Bullard, versatile, playing single high or robber in a 2 deep scheme, seems to have a knack for picking the ball off. Big hitter, UGA safety of the past. Can play down in the box or run support. Crafty, reads plays wells. Elite drive, coming downhill and put the hit stick on you in the screen game. Aggressive, elite downhill runner in the run game. Stays in phase well, gets his head around. Elite
Bro,
in
we're already on to
coverage.
Houston.
A little undersized.
We're flying, bro.
Yeah, we're really flying. I don't think I have Fisher.
You don't? Look, I like
Yeah,
this
we're
stuff.
starting to get deep in the tackles. There's guys that I didn't have time to.
But I mean, bro, we're deep into the sauce here. Hey, Cody's like, we're deep into the tackles. I'm deep into the cooler.
Yeah.
Let's keep this thing flowing here, boys. We got just a few picks left. I mean, we're cruising through these things. They're slinging them one after the other. But I like this pick. This is good for the Houston Texans. Just go give your face of your franchise some more protection.
Yeah.
You've got them some weapons. They've got great defense. Will Anderson was so fun to watch last year. I mean, the Texans are absolutely. I mean, as a Jags fan, watching the Texans do a great job.
Is it frustrating?
It makes me irate.
You know, you get a generational quarterback. And
The Jags did
Lawrence.
that.
The guy,
Who?
Lawrence.
Oh, Lauren. I said Morris. Yeah.
Yeah. You go
The-
get a generational quarterback, and you've done nothing to help him.
We haven't drafted well to support him at all. And it's very frustrating. Again, I got my buddy text me. He's like, a kid from LSU's boom or bust. And
Yeah, well, that's a problem, though.
you shouldn't be doing boom or bust round 2 when there's so much talent
Yeah.
left.
Defensive talent at that, right? You know, linebacker. You go get a linebacker. We talked about that they have a linebacker that was kind of wishy-washy. We thought he was on the bubble. That was a first-round pick a couple years ago. We talked about in our NFL segment.
What happened? What was that face? What happened? Okay, you can't come with that face and not tell you what happened. We got Troy Franklin, or Derek says, Duck Nation's rooting for the professor to bounce back. Who's taking Troy? Franklin's out there floating around. You're top 5 on your big board,
Yeah.
fella.
Buffs? Buffalo?
They need a wide receiver.
They need one.
They're chomping at Kuiper 60 for 60. Just got an update from Jason
No,
Potter.
he's not. No, he's not, Jason. Jason?
Jason's why would Jason
fake
lie to
news.
us?
That's fake news.
Jason's giving us
Jason.
the update here.
Stop
60 for
that.
60. Some
Stop.
douchebag disliked the video. What assholes in here? Troy Franklin. He's the last one left on the big board. Oh, and then Jermaine Burton
Yeah.
and Roman Wilson.
Roman Wilson is a guy.
Yeah. A lot of talent on that wide receiver, and they've got to go. But they got Keon Coleman last round, but they're depleted.
Yeah.
They lose Stephon Diggs and Gabriel Davis.
You got to go get another weapon.
You've got to, right?
Now, we talk about a team that drafts well, right? Green Bay Packers did this 2 years ago. They went like 4 wide receivers, 3rd, 4th, and 5th round.
Drafting like a fantasy football team.
Yeah, they were drafting wide receivers left and right. They were like, hey, we're going to get some of these guys. And then they had a really good wide receiver core. Now, it took a year for a lot of those guys to develop.
Got safety here, too, they could look like. I think wide receiver, they filled that position.
We still have a really good safety on the board.
Yeah, DT seems a little thin, I think.
DT's getting thin. Offensive tackle, super thin. Edge, you can go linebacker. Let's go safety here. Let's see what we got safety-wise. We got Jaden Hicks, Washington State. That kid is a very, very good. But a guy that I really like for him is Tyke Smith out of UGA. That guy's a menace.
Another Georgia safety.
Yeah, they had 2 really good ones this year.
My goodness.
To think that they didn't win
Then
the
it's your
national
Lions.
championship. Yeah, then the Lions. How you feeling about the draft so far? Do you feel like it's going as expected? Not a lot of trades in the second round.
I think the first round was pretty electric. I think the back half was exciting. There was the quick trade off the rip. I think it's been a nice healthy dose.
Yeah.
Nothing too outlandish.
A lot of runs though. We get 2, 3, 4, 5 guys.
Yeah, for sure. Definitely seen a lot of those. This shot, I am obsessed.
Yeah.
Picks in for the Bills. I'm sure the picks in are in for Detroit and Baltimore with the way this thing is flowing. Spencer Rattler's still floating around.
Do the Bills go ahead and pull an Atlanta
Quarterback of the future.
quarterback of the future?
Spencer's got to go round 3, right?
I don't know. This is a problem.
Huh? Like 5 more picks? We're going to close out after the second round. We're going to go smoke our stogie.
Yeah. Then we just be observers of the draft. Hang out.
Yeah. Look at that view. Rick, where are the Bills going?
I hope they get a fucking water boy and a new quarterback.
Wide receiver?
I think it's safety, like I just said. So
Safety?
I'm all in on the safety. We were already looking at safeties. It says safety. He said DB.
Cole.
He's not even in our big board, is he?
No. No, I
Oh, amazing pick.
I didn't like him.
Oh no. Pick round 2, you're taking a white safety. Never a good call there. That guy doesn't look like a safety, bro. He looks like an accountant.
White water boy.
Holy crapola. From Utah?
Yeah.
Oh gosh, Gators. Oh, here we go. Okay. God, I can't miss college football, boys. Derek Zellman says Cole Bishop is a dog. That's that Pac-12 love, though. Those
Yeah.
Pac-12 boys stick together. You got to
Yeah.
take that with a grain of salt, boys.
That would have been a targeting call in the NFL too, that last hit. That was a bad throw. Yeah, he had 3 highlights. I don't know how big of a dog he is.
Yeah. 3 highlights. Where are you going? Oh. Don't leave. We're almost done. There's like 4 picks left. It's flying, bro. Why are some of these championship? Look at the phones, Cody.
I know.
Lines are flying. Where are we going with the lines?
They're gonna get somebody nasty. Of
They can't
course.
go wrong, I feel like.
Go get a linebacker, Trotter.
Barry Sanders, let's go. In Detroit. Detroit's going nuts. You got Barry
They got
Sanders.
their running back, okay? They got that. They proved me that wrong last year.
They just signed him on St. Brown. You could throw another weapon there. Troy Franklin's still floating around. I like that. I like an edge to go alongside with Aiden Hutchinson. Maybe DT here.
Nah, DTs are getting thin.
So edge, cornerback, safety,
Edge, linebacker, safety.
defensive guy though for sure, right?
Yeah, I think
No
I
tight
think
end.
so. It's got to be a big hitter guy too. It's got to be a guy that just feels.
So cornerback, safety, I think probably because other guys don't feel like it. Let me see with cornerback.
Trotter is. Trotter Jr. is a big hitter, and he fits that Dan Campbell scheme.
Tampa's still there too.
Yeah. God, I hope they don't get Trotter. Yeah, he had some injury bugs. That's why he's not on my big board. He's an injury risk guy. He don't look very happy.
He looks pissed.
Yeah. Yeah, he didn't want to go to fucking Detroit. Yeah, I don't know. I don't think he was that great. I think there's a lot better.
How are you that pissed? I don't understand how everybody's ever devastated about being drafted.
Mm-hmm.
I don't. They have a whole. We don't have this. We don't have a background story for these guys. Cody, what's up with that? A lot of cornerbacks on your big board. There was 2 or 3 left, and you said you don't have Ernest on there due to his injuries.
Yeah.
A lot of 20 pass breakups, but the injury bug is what kept you off the board there.
Yep.
We got 3 picks left. Ravens are on the clock. They took cornerback Nate Wiggins, your number 2 guy last night.
Ravens. What feels like a Raven pick?
Wide receiver is thin. Is Troy gonna go, bro? Picks already in. The boys are flying. San Fran and Kansas City here. Super Bowl matchup.
Could they get somebody else to help out that Patrick Queen and linebacker too with Trotter?
You like a linebacker move here?
I think it's defense again.
We got a run of defense.
Yeah.
Edge, safety, OT, then safety, cornerback for that OT, DT.
Yep. I think that was a little bit of a reach personally, but that might be the only chink in the armor that the Lions that I don't like that they've drafted lately.
What's up? So what are we thinking? What do they need?
They need wide receiver and they need some defensive help. Offensive tackle. Golly.
Tackles are flying off the board, which puts the Jaguars in a weird situation where they needed offensive line help, but they go get a boomer bust defensive line pick.
How does that make you feel as a Jags fan?
Just punching air over here. The Vikings picked. They haven't had a pick, have they?
No, we trade ours away. We don't have one till day 3, unless they trade back in.
Well, day 3 is tonight, but
Or no, day 3. Like
oh, really?
Yeah.
So they have nothing tomorrow. They have nothing round 3 either.
yeah,
Oh wow,
that's
you
day
really
3.
sold the farm, huh?
Yeah.
Wow.
We got our 2 guys. You got to understand that the Vikings are in a different space than a lot of teams are. They're going to have the second highest salary cap next year. Opening.
Oh, a trade just happened.
San Fran?
They traded their pick away to the Chiefs.
Didn't they do that last night? What's the Chiefs going for?
Chiefs got back-to-back picks right now.
No.
Yes.
No, they bumped back. San Fran bumped back one. Okay,
Why?
so Kansas City wants somebody. I don't know who it is. They got Snead, Gay.
Who's calling San Fran that they're worried that to jump that pick there?
I don't know.
That's so weird to me.
Another weapon? You go get another wide receiver?
You go get Troy?
Back-to-back wide receivers, rebuilding that wide receiver core. You got your speed guy and with the Texas kid, and now you go get a slot guy or a pass
you need
catcher.
cornerback though. OT is thin.
Yeah.
TJ Tampa. I like TJ Tampa here.
I don't know if he fits their scheme though. They don't play ball like that.
Okay. Cornerback DT. We got any DTs still available?
It's getting thin too. Maybe the Michigan kid.
Pick's already in.
Faster. DeJean's gone. Oh, you got Kyrie Jackson still at 10 on my big board, but he's got injury issues.
Yeah, they're saying CSA needs secondary help here. So I think cornerback's definitely the move. Your board's got... Who we got? Oh, Kyrie Jackson's still there. That was on Kuiper's big board for best available. I've seen his name all night long.
Yeah.
You don't have him on your tackle board.
Well, yeah, because we're 25 tackles deep.
You don't have to yell at me.
I mean, golly. Is this the most tackles
we don't
ever?
Because, I mean, Jordan Morgan's still there. Graham Barton's still there.
No, the offensive tackle.
Yeah, I'm looking at your big board for offensive tackle. Joe Alt's gone.
Yeah.
Fugali's gone. Troy's gone. Latham's gone. Is Fashu Alamalo's gone?
Yep.
Maris Mims is gone. Graham Barton's still there. I haven't heard that name. You said Morgan's gone?
Yep.
Kieran Amadaga's still there, and Tyler Guyton is gone.
Yep.
So there's
have
two
one.
left on your big board still. I mean, look, I will say he was running for his life.
Yeah, but that's
Where did the Niners go?
he's related to
Yeah.
Oh, he's related to the Sewells.
Derek says tackles are absolutely flying. I mean, they are just...
We've never seen a run on offensive tackles like this.
Dude,
ever.
there's so many top tier linebackers still available, top tier running. I mean, there's gonna get
There's
some.
still good cornerbacks.
Yeah, there's still some healthy cornerbacks. Look, TJ Tampa's still on the board.
There's still good wide receivers.
The
right
Jags
now.
could make a move here and almost kind of make up for,
You think they will?
because that DT is a boomer bust pick. Pick's already in. This is gonna be our last pick, and then we're gonna call it out. Muddy says BYU O tackle is a hidden gem. Let's take that with a grain of salt. BYU is a BYU homer. So it's hard to kind of take what he says seriously. I'd rather take what his wife has to say about those guys. She's way better at picking these things than he is. But Mr. Nobody says, are the running backs going to the third? Are all the running backs going to the third round? Ray Davis is still running. We lost one running back, but
Yeah, the running back this is probably the worst class that we've ever seen, depth wise.
just nobody really kind of ran off the page.
Yeah,
And they're old.
a lot of old one.
That's the big thing is that Trey Benton's your number one guy. He's old.
Yeah,
Right.
Corum, old,
Old. The guy from Mizzou, old. Ray
Right.
Davis, old.
right, old.
Yeah, they're old for running back ages. Again, like Bijan Robinson was a 2-year guy and in and out.
So,
Cedric Baxter will be a 2-year guy in and out.
So last year will be this next year will be the last year of the COVID year kids, right? There will be none left.
good point. It's gonna revamp.
It's going to re-ramp things. And
Yeah.
I think it's going to get us back to center because it's hard. So like Penix, we talk about Penix, right? So he's old.
Yeah.
He's going to be
This is one
20.
blow.
He's going to be 28 if Cousins does 4 years and doesn't sign any extensions.
And it balls out.
Yeah, so he's going to be 28 years old before he gets his first start. That's an ancient quarterback in the NFL.
You gotta if you're the Falcons, you gotta look at this. Like you could have got Spencer round 3, and it's not the same thing as a Michael Penix, but way cheaper, with the potential to have much
Young.
upside if you younger, and an upside if you wait those 2 to 3 years, like you're thinking Penix is gonna wait and build. Look, I mean, I'm not the guy making the big decisions, but
you made an interesting case last night when you said there's too many chefs in the kitchen, and Atlanta is always dysfunctional.
yeah, I'm pretty sure they got a new GM and new coach
Yep,
all in
with Morris.
the same year, and they're just. And Art is just floundering. I mean, think about where the Falcons were just a few years ago. They went to the Super Bowl and
with Dan Quinn.
And Shanahan, and have completely, with a team that was primed to continue to win with, I know they had Matt Ryan, but it was like they were in a good position. They weren't really outside, and they have just fallen off the map. You would have thought they sold the farm like the Rams actually did to get to that Super Bowl, which they did not.
No.
But it feels that like they did. And the Rams really, I mean, they had a rough patch, but Rams are kind of right back, kind of getting back into it. Sean McVay's doing his own, so.
Yeah, we thought he was going to retire for a minute. Remember, there was
McVay?
Yeah, he was going to leave the Rams. They were not sure if he was going to re-up his contract.
Oh, not retire,
last
but
year.
leave then.
He's going to take a big leave of absence, like 2-3 years.
Yeah, was Arthur Smith the problem in Atlanta? I liked Arthur Smith. I don't feel like he had enough time.
I don't know. The problem with Arthur Smith is he went out and got what's his name?
No, wait, wait on.
Yeah, that was the head coach.
Yeah, the head coach, yeah.
So he went out and got Mariota. And that was a bad deal.
That didn't work out. Yeah,
No.
they had no quarterback. He was working with Mariota and Desmond Ritter.
Yeah.
So
And Ritter, but then
He's gone.
He drafted Ritter though.
yeah, he did.
So
Did he though? And I don't know.
yeah, because we don't know, right?
Yeah,
Because
I
the
don't feel
GM's
like
gone
Arthur
too.
Smith got enough time, to be honest with you. I think Art's trying to get back because he had that taste of that Super Bowl. He seems like one of those crazy GMs where it's like, we were there. Why can't we just snap my fingers and get back to that? Like, I think it was a fluke. And Dan Quinn, excuse me. I love Dan Quinn. He's was a DC at Dallas.
Now he's the Commanders coach.
Yeah. What were we thinking? Defense?
Defense has to be right,
Cornerback?
or linebacker. A lot of safety still left.
Safeties. Like them Florida boys, it looks like. Those guys are paid to be there. There's no way there's.
That's a terrible pick. That is such a bad pick. He only had one INT.
Also, kind of keep in mind, this is something I've been saying about FSU, kind of leading into college football really quickly here. This Florida State team, I said it all year last year. This is their year. They got to make it happen. And look, they went undefeated. They did their job. And kind of, obviously we know how it folded. But these Florida State fans getting all rowdy. Look how many guys you see are in the NFL right now and how early they went. You lost Edge, obviously, night one. Keon, they lost somebody else, I think. They lost two guys round one.
They lost Verse, and they lost, I think that was it.
And we lost a DT tonight.
Yep.
To the Rams,
Yep.
Keon Coleman, and now you've lost a cornerback.
Yeah.
Again, all these guys were. Didn't we lose a tackle too? Or was that the DT? No, it was the DT I saw earlier.
Fisk.
So, yeah, Brandon Fisk, exactly. So,
we got trade.
this is round 3. The Jets.
What are they going for?
We'll watch this pick, and then we're going to head out.
A weapon?
You go get
For
your
Rodgers?
Is this the Troy Franklin pick?
Golly, I hope so. That poor kid.
Oh my goodness. We're in round 3 now.
Yeah, I'm telling you, there is still a lot of good players at round 3. And a lot of people are like, it's round 3. These guys don't matter. Listen, That first round was innocular. Well, the first two. How many offensive tackles did we take? Can you count them up from 1 to 2?
Just tackles?
Yeah, offensive tackles, OTs.
1, 2. This is how they have them labeled. 3, 4, all together or just first round?
Just first and second round.
Shit, I lost count.
You're at
1,
4.
2, 3. I lost where I was though. 4, 5, 6, 7. In
And-
round 1.
What about round 2? So we got 7 there.
4. 11.
11
Tackles.
offensive tackles.
Yeah.
How wild is that? And then 6 quarterbacks. So your first 2 rounds, you had 17 picks go to quarterbacks and offensive tackles.
Out of the first 64 picks.
That is wild.
What are we doing, Roger?
Oh, you showed up?
Look at that. Fields' best ABs, TJ Tampa, Jaden Hicks.
Well, I got that. Yep. Me and Fields are locked in. We talk. I don't like Cam Hart.
Roger's like, all right, I'm done for the night. That's enough for me.
You go get a weapon. Jets do like to go defense, though. They're defensive minded.
Yeah. That's a
They'll
good
go
point.
get like a defensive line, an edge guy, or a linebacker.
Linebacker. God bless the USA.
Where's the Jags at pick in round 3?
Late.
You think they trade up? You think they move and groove?
I would like them to. TJ Tampa's still there.
Yeah.
All right, they're going to commercial. We're going to shut it down, boys. Wait. I like those necklaces. Those are pretty sweet.
Yeah. I'll tell you what, though. They really moved and grooved.
Well, they gotta go. They're doing a whole nother round. So
Yeah.
Chris S thinks tight end.
Got to get a weapon.
Bro, Cardinals go next, and then again at 71.
They got a ton of picks.
They have 3 picks this round.
Yeah,
Four
they're gonna-
picks. 4 picks this round.
The Cardinals?
Yeah.
Boy.
Holy shit.
Well, their GM's a wheeler dealer.
Yeah.
He's like a buy here, pay here.
I'm
used
excited to
car
see how they
salesman.
close this thing out.
Yeah.
So we're thinking wide receiver, right? They got to go get a toy.
Yeah.
Troy?
One of them. There's still plenty. There's still plenty left.
You like Malachi Corley? Reach there, Cody?
No, I have him on my big board.
Do we?
Yeah.
All right, let's
break 'em
close
down.
Let's close it out strong here.
The last one from my big board.
Number 10?
I don't know where he's at. He's on there. I know he is.
He's not on here. Roman Wilson's still on there, though. No big board for Cody there. All right, boys.
Oh, he's on my big board. He almost made it.
Great night 2. Great round 2. Round 3 looks like it's going to be exciting. I'm excited to see what the Cardinals do. With so many picks, with
Yeah.
a team that's really starting to build around it. See what the Jags do as well. Maybe they'll try to make some moves. But appreciate you guys. No way he goes before Troy. Troy's just floating around, bro. I don't know what's going on with Troy, but we have missed out on it. Shout out to Cody. Crushed it. Hell of a draft.
Yeah.
I mean, I think we made hell of strides this year. It's been fun. But you guys have been good. Get back to college football. It's been busy. Got some things to talk about Florida Gators. Obviously, we'll shoot a little show probably tomorrow. But you guys be good. I love you. Till next time, I'm Shelton.
I'm Cody the Professor, and we'll see you later.
Peace and love, baby.
Love it.